Good afternoon. It is 5:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid Kentucky Downs Studios. Good news for the Titans as reports came out today that quarterback Cam Ward's AC joint sprain suffered against Jacksonville will not require surgery. In other Titans news, the team has officially requested to interview 4 head coach candidates, including Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, Colts defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, and Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph. Several NFL head coach positions opened up this weekend, including the Browns, Falcons, Raiders, and Cardinals. Tennessee basketball dropped 2 spots to number 21 in the AP poll following its SEC opening loss against Arkansas. This weekend, they host Texas tomorrow night. For your foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you had a great holiday season.
Holiday season.
We are here, ready to roll.
All day, every day, except the days that we was off. We're back, baby.
I've gone 11 days without doing a show. I
Bro,
don't remember how to do this.
What's your body saying to you, man, when you're not doing the show? Like, yo, do something, say something.
Well, it's funny because, like, you know this. Doing what we do, like, you miss it. Like,
You actually do.
even if you're on vacation at, like, 4 o'clock, you're like, crap, I wouldn't mind being there.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Even Zeph's on vacation all the time and always.
How about
chime in.
Zeph with the Christmas presents?
Man, Zeph is something else.
Sorry they were a little late.
Dude, just
Look at
just getting it is pretty cool. Zeph.
Is the camera on our special guest host today, Miranda Lambert, over there?
No, but I can put it on if you want
Yeah,
me
you
to.
might as well. She didn't get a shirt, but
Look at these shirts.
pretty dope, man.
Dope, man. Dope, man.
Mine says 3HL Soleil.
What does it say?
Slay.
Oh, it does?
Uh-huh.
It looks like it's written out longer than for the word slay.
Mm-hmm.
Zeph says
Slay
Zeph.
Meister.
I told Zeph on his he should have gotten a, like a maple leaf put underneath it.
That would have been good. What's up, everybody, in the new year? It's a new year. Y'all been waiting. We've been waiting to see y'all. What's happening?
Dawn Davenport on assignment today. Literally, she's over at Vanderbilt Stadium. The FCS National Championship game is tonight at Vanderbilt Stadium. Game kicks off at 6:30, so if you're looking for something to do.
She is still here, technically.
Yeah?
Just not in the studio.
Yeah. She's, I don't know, what, 10 minutes away?
Yeah, she's right down the street.
Right down the street.
Yeah, sleigh ride's down there.
What?
The sleigh ride is down there.
The sleigh ride's down there?
Mm-hmm.
What's the sleigh ride doing down there?
2 Vandy players got it this past weekend, so.
They did.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna need from your
Another one get it again.
your little performances on the SEC network. I'm gonna need a little bit more energy from you.
They keep telling me that, y'all. They keep telling me that.
Yeah, right.
they actually do. They say, man, you probably at about a 6 right now. You want to take it up to like an 8.
6.
Yeah. Being very facetious. I was going to say
Facetious.
facetious. Yeah.
Compared to who? You or everybody else?
I don't
mean,
know. I think they just gassed me up. They want me to go. They want me to bust a
Gassing
blood
you up.
vessel, I think.
If you want to watch the show live, you can. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Where are we? Man, shows like this, man, so much has happened over the weekend. We were talking before the show started. It's almost like drinking water out of a fire hose.
Mm-hmm.
But the Titans have the 4th overall pick.
All right. What we going to do?
What would you like to do?
Yo, you know what? Now, okay, that's a lot I like to do. But what I probably need to do.
Can you trade for pick 4? I don't know that you can.
I don't know.
I don't know that you can.
I did look behind, and this is all going to be, opinion-based because you look at all these little sites and everybody got their list. But it was like 2 or 3 teams in the top 10 that needed a quarterback. So, but I don't feel the quarterback pool is deep enough to be trading up if I'm another team to go try to go get a quarterback. So I'm with the Titans, man. I'm going to say this, and I will change by the time we get to February. But right now, best available.
Yeah.
I like best
I
available.
mean, last year going into this, you were like, I'm not going to get in my own head. I'm not changing.
Yep.
But this year, whatever the best available is.
That's where I got to go, man.
Would you like to know the current first 18 picks of the 2026 NFL draft?
18?
No.
Not that many.
What about top 10?
How about top 10?
I like. Yeah.
Well, Matt, what's his name? NFL draft scout?
Nagy
Matt Miller.
Miller.
We've had him on the show. He says there are 11 prospects with a first-round grade at this point. 11.
See, I'm telling you, it's going to. And guess
Give me
what?
11.
Yeah, they're going to chop them in half by the time we get to where we're going.
All right, the top 11 with the first overall pick. The Las Vegas.
Why are you yelling? You're so excited.
He's at the podium.
With the first overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders. They lock it up despite winning against the Chiefs yesterday.
Yeah, who they taking?
Quarterback. They fired Pete Carroll. They're probably going to get rid of Geno. That's the only reason Geno's there is because Pete Carroll. They're going to go quarterback.
They are going to go quarterback.
Number 2, the New York Jets.
But which quarterback is it? Is it
that's
Fernando
where I thought we was
Mendoza
going.
or Dante Moore? I have a feeling Dante Moore is going to test really well, and people are going to jump on that. Usually, the guy that's the top guy now falls and they flip him.
Then he'll get back up about it.
Because storylines and clicks. And, yeah. Go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2 is the New York Jets. They're probably going to go quarterback.
I think they have to.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about this draft is number 3, the Arizona Cardinals, who I'm pretty sure who fired their head coach, Jonathan Gannon, and I'm pretty sure going to move on from Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Also need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's where the Titans don't have very much leverage, I think.
Yeah.
At 4. I'll bet you anything they're going to be picking number 4.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Number 4, the Tennessee Titans. Number 5, the New York Giants. They won yesterday and dropped in draft position.
Well, good for them.
They beat the Cowboys pretty handedly.
That was crazy. On one of my parlays, I just knew Dallas was going to beat them. But
What is the stat? Like, they've won 8 games in the last 2 years, and 4 of them have been on weeks 17 and 18?
Yep.
when nobody cares.
It's something crazy like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
The number 6 pick in the draft is the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
The number 7 pick is the Washington Commanders. The Saints are at number 8. The Chiefs get a top 10 pick. They'll be picking at number 9. And then
they're about to fall apart.
Yeah.
Have you looked at their roster structure right now? Number 1, Mahomes is hurt, right? Yeah. And they're talking about this like running up into the season. That's ACL and MCL or whatever it is, or LCL, I forget. And then they are behind the salary cap number.
Wow.
And they have a lot of free agents too that are going to go elsewhere. So yeah, there might be an implosion going on over there.
It should have happened probably about 2 years ago, but bandaging it, trying to keep it together.
And they're moving to Kansas. What are we doing? It's a crazy world.
The Bengals are at 10, and the Dolphins are at 11.
All right, so do y'all want the 11 first-round
That's what I'm looking for.
Players?
That's what I'm looking for.
This is from Matt Miller. So he's got 2 quarterbacks, a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, an offensive tackle, no interior offensive lineman, 2 edge rushers, a defensive tackle, a linebacker, and a safety.
Like that.
No corners.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, number 1. Should I start at number 1?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I start at 11 and work my way up?
No, because we in the middle of the pack.
Okay. Number 1, Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame.
Number
he
1
has
overall?
the number 1 overall player right now. He's not going number 1, obviously.
Oh.
But that's who he has number 1. Number
Pretty
2,
dope.
it's a whole lot of Ohio State in here. Number 2, overall player, Caleb Downs, safety, Ohio State.
I don't disagree.
Number 3, Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State.
No.
How'd they do in the college football playoff?
How they doing the bank deposit department? That's
Miami
great.
get him?
They got him.
Yes, they did.
Despite not having a quarterback, you can throw the football down the field.
I took them too big.
Did you?
Man,
Ohio
plus
State?
9.5. They was giving them 9.5.
Yeah.
No, I took Miami.
You took Miami.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. The number dropped, but
Little pick 6. Jeremiah
too late. I got paid.
Jeremiah Smith missed the block.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 6. Turning point. He's got, let's see, number 4, Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Interested to see how he gonna play out.
Dude, he crushed it.
They already hating and knocking him though. Somebody's a robot and all that stuff.
They're going to.
It's crazy.
Mendoza against Alabama, 14 of 16, 192 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Indiana ran the ball for 215 and 2 more scores. The reason why we win Indiana and the points was because we kept saying Bama can't run the ball.
Yep.
17 carries, 23 yards.
Showed that.
That was the
Embarrassing.
38-3. That was the biggest blowout loss for Alabama since 1998. Arkansas.
Straight butt whooping.
Spanking.
Oh, okay. Here's Adam Schefter just popped up on my little feed. That's
Okay, Chef, what you got, Chef?
Former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski fired today. Currently is expected to speak with the Falcons, Giants, and Titans about their head coaching vacancies. We'll get you through the
Add them
Titans
to the list.
in just a little bit. So Mendoza 4. Number 5, Dante Moore, the quarterback from Oregon. He's got 5th. Number 6, again, 11 first-round grade players so far for Matt Miller out of 32 picks. Ruben Bain Jr., number 6, edge from Miami.
Like Bain, man. That was what I was leaning to coming out of the college football season, regular season. Like, man,
I've been on that dude since, early in the season.
Watch the knocks and the hates that's going to get out of there.
Oh, on him, yeah. Production, blah, blah, blah. And then,
which player?
And then he'll go to the Combine and Pro Day, and he'll run like whatever he'll run. And Ruben Bain Jr., number 6. Number 7, Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State. So they have 4 of the top 7 players. They're done.
You can't go wrong with an Ohio State player most of the time.
Peter Woods, number 8, defensive tackle, Clemson. Number 9, David Bailey, edge rusher, Texas Tech. Man, they got house too.
Yeah, they do.
10, offensive tackle, Miami, Francis Maugua.
Hey.
I
Okay,
have
that's
no
good enough for
idea.
me. Good enough for me.
Zeph, did I get that one?
Ball player.
Sure, yeah. Good job.
Also ball player.
Number 11, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon. Those are the 11 first-round grade players.
Where was David Bailey? Was he in there?
David Bailey, number 9.
David Bailey,
I think with the thing between him and Ruben Bain is a lot of people are saying Ruben Bain's got the short arms, and so he might be an inside guy in the league. Whereas
But
David
he's
Bailey,
undersized for an inside guy.
David Bailey's got the long
see,
arms.
I can't wait to talk to Cosell about him. Put the tape on and tell me that guy doesn't pop. There was somebody for ESPN, I forget who it was, wrote a story, maybe it was on 3, I don't know, wrote a story about Bain and talking about like the production level because he's getting double teamed and all these things all the time. And they said, but they did like a straw poll with ACC offensive coordinators, and they said, I don't care. The best player on the field every Saturday that he's playing is him.
Yep. And, look at the pedigrees coming from. Like, if we rave about guys like Rodney Gardner and people like that, man, Jason Taylor, man, if you didn't watch them closely and just turned on the film, you would wonder, hey, man, who's teaching this technique these guys got? Like, these guys getting home, man. And it ain't just Bain. Like, they're working as tandems and getting home. And Jason Taylor, man, he talks about it as he should. Like, we changing the culture. And he did, man. That defense, man, was serious. Them front four, woo, Lord have mercy. That's some ball players. So, talking to a partner of ours, man, me and Savage just said one of the knocks probably will be him and his short arms. But, what we
that's what Zeph was talking
yeah,
about.
What we doing, though?
And so people start talking about him being inside, but he's undersized to be inside, and just put the tape on.
Man, put the player out there. That's what we looking for. We ain't measuring arms when we get out there. Like, come on, dog. He getting home. We don't need him to be Roger McCreary and trying to tip the pass. We ain't worried about that. Get home. Can you get home? That's all we asking. Do you know Dorothy?
You're not in Kansas anymore.
That's all I'm saying.
Ramon Foster on YouTube. Love the hoodie, Savage.
Yeah, man. I got this is my legendary hoodie. I'm repping today, man. Got to rep my guy, man.
How about the Steelers with that win last night against the Ravens?
I told Savage during the game, man, I've had the privilege to be able to sit in the box during those matchups, and it always comes down to the end. The NFL does a great job as far as scheduling, and home field matters. It's been at least 2 different occasions being in the box, watching Savage and them, and the game is Baltimore got it. But at some point, you can feel the game turn, and one of the playmakers going to make a play or something going to go their way, and it happened.
Did you see the video of the Catholic priest before the game?
That was wild.
Sprinkling the goal line where the goalposts are.
Yep.
And then he missed on that field goal.
Sometimes you know, Sometimes you know.
Opta stats. There have been over 60,000 field goal attempts in NFL history. Tyler Loop of the Ravens, his miss on Sunday night is the only one of those attempts that came as time expired in the fourth quarter in the final week, with both teams' playoff hopes resting solely on the result of his kick.
Golly.
Only one ever.
Wow.
Did you see the holder? He kind of slapped my helmet twice and then got the hell out of there.
Dude.
Like, he didn't even stay there and hug him or anything. Like, you're on your own with this one, big boy.
Yeah, man, because
it ended their season.
Hey, it was set up perfectly.
Guys are making 73-yard field goals now. Like, come on.
Which is funny because when Boswell went down and missed the extra point after they took the lead on that touchdown, everybody's like, oh, Ravens got this. They should a field goal. And with the kickoff rules, it's like you need 2 plays and you're in field goal range. And then he goes down and misses it.
Hey, man, all I know is, Boswell needed that. Because
Pittsburgh would have chewed him.
You got to think a couple years ago, he went through that streak of not being able to finish, not being able to hit the field goals, man. And then they re-upped him, and he was on his way, man. Like he was back to his old self. And then you end with that. Oh.
This is the first extra point he missed all season long.
Yeah. That would have hurt.
And it almost ended their season. Thank God for the other kicker, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from his perspective. And Moan, who's in the chat, couldn't write a better script, Mayor. LOL. Right? Misty at Bon Aqua, 615-737-1045. Misty, what's up? How are you?
What's up, guys?
Misty Bon Aqua, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And what's going on with you in your world?
I got a basketball game headed home.
Okay.
In East Hickman. We play Battle Creek tonight.
Okay. Let's get that victory then.
I got a question.
Talk to us.
What did y'all learn from 2025?
Patience.
No, honey. Robin,
Is that what you learned?
Oh, no.
No, you
Good quick
learned when you see a crackhead at the store, take your ass back to the car and get on his phone.
Oh, did you learn
We
that?
most definitely learned that, yeah.
You did learn that?
Yeah.
We learned Babs, look, when you had your introduction, Babs, UT Orange was good on her.
Yes, indeed.
We learned that Zelf is from Canada.
Yes, we did learn that. Yes.
And Mayor, he is just sugar honey iced tea.
Yes.
Thank you, Misty.
Yes.
I'm going to leave y'all out with that. Happy New Year. May all your wishes and dreams come true. Peace out.
All right, mister. Good luck tonight. Go get that victory. That's what I learned, though, the sugar honey iced tea. That's so crazy. I didn't know that. I done heard it in songs and everything.
We all sat in here like, what did she say? And Moonshine was like, what do you mean y'all don't know that?
Yeah, I was like, dang.
Take the first letter and each for it. Okay,
Hey,
carry
yeah.
the 3.
There it is. Yeah, bring the 2 back down.
I can't believe y'all didn't know what that meant.
I mean, listen, man. We sports related.
On vacation.
Yeah, that's all
over
I
the
got.
holidays.
That's all I got for you.
Came up on a store called Abacus, and I was like, man, I'm really counting on them to be open. Nobody around me got it. And I was like, that's that bad of a dad joke. Really counting on them to be open. We're open. 615-737-1045. Oh, Mike and O'Leary wants to weigh in for the first time in 2026. That's next. Sure, it's at 1045 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Now it's the new year. You need to be feeling right about yourself. That means the little aches and pains, your back start barking at you, your neck's a little stiff. Probably been laying around all this holiday time, and your hips feeling like, man, I ain't been up off the couch in probably 2-3 weeks. Well, that's a full court press being put on you. And it's time to slay that pain. Go to the Joint Chiropractic of Middle Tennessee. They got 17 locations. They're open all day, evenings, and weekends. So you can just roll in there whenever. No insurance, that's no worries. Walk in, no appointment needed. New patients, this is what you're getting: the consultation, the exam, and the adjustment for just $29. And after that, adjustments as low as $18. That right there, people, during basketball season, what we call a slam dunk. Headaches, back pain, and neck pain, whatever's slowing you down, the Joint's got your back literally. Go to thejoint.com to find your spot. Get in, get adjusted, and get back to living.
Okay, holidays are over, and I don't know, maybe you're looking towards taking care of your finances and budgeting and all of that, and maybe eventually you want to look towards retirement. Well, that's where Trajan Wealth comes in. My friends at Trajan Wealth can be your partner in your financial wealth journey. I met with them. I talked to them. It's straight talk. There's no sales pitch there, and they are fiduciaries. So their advice is built around whatever is best for you. I saw a difference when I talked to Trajan Wealth, and you will too. They can help you out. Call Trajan Wealth today to learn more. See if you have enough for retirement. That's what they're there for. You can meet them in Brentwood or Franklin. They have offices in both places, or give them a call just to schedule a phone appointment. 615-270-5000. They'll give you a complimentary consultation. TrajanWealth.com is the website if you want to learn more about them. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Rod Slay with you. Don Davenport will be on the sideline tonight. Speaking of, I'll incorporate this into that as I cut myself off. Shout out.
Shout-outs presented by your mama and them.
To all of the Illinois State and Montana State fans that are in town for the FCC. FCC.
Okay.
FCS. What am I trying to say? FCS championship game.
A lot of letters.
It's been 11 days without show for me.
ABCs, yeah.
Over at Vanderbilt Stadium, the game is at 6:30 on ESPN. Montana State favored by 10. Big line out there.
That's a lot.
Montana State has not won it since 1984. That is their only FCS title. Illinois State has never won it.
Well, it's always something to be done new in the new year.
That's right. Illinois State was unseeded. They took out number 1, North Dakota State, to get here along the way. North Dakota State had won 10 of the last 14 titles.
See, so I wonder how different is the parity in FCS compared to FBS because of a Cinderella being able to make it. You know what I'm saying? With Montana State, we always hear about them. Montana State, Montanas, the Dakotas, all of that. But when you start talking about the FBS and the way the playoffs are set up, when we putting in these group of 5 teams and they getting blasted, it's like, look at the
disparity.
Like between them, it's like, come on, man. So, that was my TED Talk, everybody.
There you go, DP 5707. I think that's what that says. Shout out to Vandy men's and women's basketball, both undefeated.
Hey, man.
We will get there.
Rolling.
It's a part of the docket for today. Bubba and Dixon, who took one class on the internet from Montana State, has been running Moonshine down. Moonshine played at Montana. Say it louder for Moonshine in the back, Mayor. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Head coaching search. Titans have requested to interview Kansas City offensive coordinator Matt Nagy from Ian Rappaport. No surprise there. Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator Broncos. He's been a former head coach. Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, who coached the Hitman at one point.
Oh,
Spags. Yep. Indianapolis defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo. Washington offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Browns former coach Kevin Stefanski. They have reached out reportedly to all of those guys. Job openings as of right now: Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals. 6 of the 32.
It's going to be interesting once we get into a deep dive of this, once we get through the playoffs. Or do you think how long y'all think this hire takes? Think they move swiftly?
Nah, it'll be multiple interviews for multiple people.
Yeah.
It also depends if they
weeks.
have an eye on a playoff coach now.
Right.
Because they can't bring them into the building
Till they done.
until they're out.
Okay.
They can virtual interview the guys that are not playing or not coaching in the next round. So like the Seahawks, if they wanted to go after their OC Clint Kubiak, they could go interview him virtually because he's on a bye.
All right. Laura says, Mayor answered my question, too, without knowing it. Thanks, Mayor. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
It happens like that, Laura. Everybody just settle in. We'll be all right. We in there.
It is. They call it Black Monday in the NFL with all the head chopping.
I thought it was when the season was over. After the Super Bowl, I thought that was Black Monday. It's after the season, huh?
Maybe that's Black Monday Part 2.
Ah.
I mean, there's 6 openings right now.
Sequel's never good, yo.
6 of the 32. What percentage is that?
Oh, that's easy.
That's easy. All right. How easy is it?
Hey, yo, that ain't nothing but a little bit under a quarter.
It's a little bit under 20%.
I was going to say a little under 20.
I just said that.
A quarter's 25.
Nah, but under 20? I'm trying. Come on, yo. Hey, don't do me like this.
Was it like 18?
I'm killing you, man.
Was it 18?
I'm killing you. I'm sitting back to
He went
Canada.
Memphis on you. 18 point. By the way, what's his name's in Memphis tomorrow? Wemby.
Oh, sold out. That'll be sold out event.
18.75% of the jobs are open.
Yeah, see, come on, Zephyr.
There probably more.
Yeah, it's gonna be right up under a quarter when we end the show.
You guys want a stat? Yeah.
A stat on.
That's not related to the Titans' inferiority this year?
Absolutely. Would love one. Well, anything not related to the Titans before I had to put the Titans
This is an unbelievable stat, y'all.
colonoscopy shirt on.
Yeah. The New York Jets failed to record an interception this season.
That's amazing.
Since the NFL began recording that stat in 1933, it had never happened.
So let me put that in a little bit in perspective.
How do you do that?
I'm about to
How
tell
do you not get a tip ball or something?
That's I was just about to say, dog, with your motor and right energy and just being in the right place. TJ Watt was able to get an interception yesterday after Cam Hayward batted a ball down by him just pursuing the ball. The ball bounced in his chest, and it was an interception. Like, and you know what was wild, man? Aaron Glenn is a good energy dude. I think a lot of people fell in love. I know I did with the Hard Knocks in Detroit when they did it in Detroit.
Yeah.
And watching him, how emotional.
He's a former defensive back.
Dude, like, this is your lane. Like, when they get stopped, he runs with them. Like,
Isn't that
this
crazy?
is wild, man.
Kevin Byard had 7.
And he's supposed to be washed.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? What was that, 3 years ago?
Philly, man.
We let him go 3 years ago here?
Has it been 3?
Yeah.
Has it been 4?
Dang, 4?
3 feels right.
He did 1 in.
He did 2 in Philly.
2 in
didn't he?
Philly.
And 2 in Chicago?
Sure did. Dang.
He had 7 this year.
He's still playing.
Also, by the way, 10 of the Titans' 14 losses came to playoff teams. How about that?
Say it again, Yor.
10 of the 14 losses for the Titans came against playoff teams.
Oh, yeah.
How'd they end up with that schedule?
Listen, man.
It's the hardest schedule.
Hardest
in the NFL.
schedule in the NFL.
That's what he's supposed to do.
The Patriots.
Had the easiest schedule in the NFL. Both were 4.
Do you know?
Both finished 4th last year.
Had to test.
Do you know what the Patriots' record was against playoff teams? 2-2. What against non-playoff teams? 12-1.
Does that mean they're about to get spanked at home?
Yeah,
It just means they played a lot of
What are you
non.
saying, Zeph? We're trying to make some money here.
Yeah,
They
we're trying to
played
figure it out.
a lot of non-playoff teams.
I know.
Chargers
They were
at
pretty
Patriots.
average versus the playoff teams.
Chargers at Patriots. Patriots favored by 3.5 at home. You know what I saw today?
What?
So I saw Cam Ward's final stats or whatever, and he was sacked 55 times this year. 55 times. Which was tied for the lead in the NFL with Geno Smith, Raiders. Guess who was 1 sack behind them with 54?
Patrick Mahomes.
Was it Herbert?
Justin Herbert.
Because their offensive line was
Chargers.
decimated.
Yeah,
But they're a
that's what they got
playoff
beat up.
team.
Yeah. Harbaugh. He'll take the air and the time out of the game.
You want some hope?
Let me think about that first, yo, before I, like.
You know I like to do that.
I know,
You don't know if you want to hear it
yeah,
yet?
I don't know if I want this hope.
You don't know if you're ready for it?
Yeah, come on, give me a little glimmer of hope.
Because we're done, thankfully, with the 2025 season. It's over.
Absolutely.
There's nothing you can do about
That's
it.
why it's going to be the last day wearing this shirt.
Listen, there's a saying that goes like this: the past will not love you.
Okay.
I love it.
But
I love
will,
that saying.
But it will haunt you
Only if you let it.
if you let it. There you go.
In 2014, 2015, the Titans won 5 total games. So they've won 6 total games the last 2 seasons. You got to go back to 2014, 2015 to find them winning 5. You know what they did the next year?
He was giving us hope.
I get that.
all right.
You know what they did the next year? They won 9. You know what they did the year after that? They won a playoff game in Kansas City.
Then you
Coming off of 2 seasons of 5 total wins.
Okay, so
You can turn it around. The NFL is made for stories like this. You just got to get it right on the coach.
that's the thing.
Quick changing league, man. Quick changing league. So Chicago goes from 5-12 last year to 11-6 and NFC North champs. First year coach, Ben Johnson.
Look really good too.
Jacksonville goes from 4-13 to 13-4
Okay,
and AFC South champs in year 1 with Liam Cohen.
okay, feed me, y'all.
New England goes from 4-13 to 13-4. 1 year under first-year head coach Mike Vrabel. It can be done. Will it? I don't know if y'all saw this because they did it like the Titans like to do things in the forest. So while y'all were like eating fruitcake or whatever the hell y'all were doing, the Titans announced a restructuring and kind of identify. What have we been screaming for forever?
The whole
a
time.
flow chart.
The whole time.
An organizational flow chart.
The whole
We got
time.
one when y'all weren't looking.
Dude. Gladly accepted too. Don't leave that part out.
From Adam Schefter over the weekend. Tennessee has restructured its front office to have Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi spearhead the team's head coaching search and control the team's 53-man roster. How long have we been asking them to define these things with him and Brinker?
Big.
So he now will report directly to Titans owner Amy Adams Strunk. Chad Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. So Brinker's the numbers guy. Borgonzi is the football guy.
Yep.
That's where we are. Neither person's title changes, but there is now a clear delineation of duties, and the two men agreed to the adjusted front office format. We have a Titans organizational flow chart.
Thank you. At least now we know where to point the finger or
Which finger?
yeah, either one of them. The number one or the other number one.
Maybe
like just to make sure that we understand that, dude, you deserve credit on this. Like, so we went through the last 2 years of, hey, man, who picked him? Who picked him? Who stood on the table for this guy? That's gone. Starting to look like I would think, an NFL franchise.
Borgonzi is in charge of the team's head coaching search and will have control of the team's 53-man roster.
Okay.
I don't know how much you guys heard from Locker Room Cleanout Day today and final press conference from Cam Ward, but the sentiment leaving the facility today was these players are insanely confident with Mike Borgonzi as their general manager. Every single one of them that was asked about it.
I love this. This is literally the best news we've seen from over there in a long time.
Long time.
Me love you a long time. They're over there like, listen, I was going to shut up, funny man.
Yeah, right. But guess what, though?
I don't care. I'm having fun with this.
Absolutely. We've been begging for it. So this is where we're supposed to be. Not only did the players, if they showing, you know what I mean, the love for them and the trust in them, guess who else is? The fans. We've been screaming it. The listeners been screaming it. So, and I say that just for the simple fact of the only person left over from these bad years is Brinker. That's it. So, okay, let's get a little flow chart, like you said, Yorl, and put somebody else right there so we can watch him.
Well, and it's good timing, too. I mean, it's funny that they do it over a holiday weekend, but
that was perfect time. Perfect.
Like, hey, maybe those guys will forget about this.
Mm-hmm. Nope, we ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, dude.
Watch y'all.
Who sent that? You sent that? I think both of y'all sent that.
I think we all did.
Yeah. It was just so, like, eye-popping. I was like, hey,
Like,
we did something.
Look at this.
Mike in Old Hickory next up on 3HL. Mike, let's go.
Come on with the new year, too, Mike. Come on with
First call of 2026
Here
for you.
we go.
Look, I'm glad the last year's over. It's gone. Okay, and I really have just two short questions because now we're getting into the coaching and who's going to be picked as the new coach. And what I want to ask, though, the first one, how do we end up on the pecking order of the NFL draft when we had the number one pick for most of the season, but then we're 3-14 and the Raiders are 3-14? How did they end up with the number one pick?
Strength of schedule. They had the weaker strength of schedule. The Titans had the toughest in the NFL. So
yeah, I agree with that.
So what's interesting about this, and this might fall through the cracks unless you pay close attention, rounds 2 through 7, though, it changes. So because of the tiebreaker, they don't use the strength of schedule. They flip the teams. So the Titans actually move up a spot in the second round, move up 2 spots in the third round, move up to the first round, to the first pick of the fourth round, and so on. So it changes rounds 2 through 7.
And that's going to be good for us, actually. So I'm really confident about that. But my second question is, if John Harbaugh becomes available,
He could.
it looks like he may. He's got a lot of experience with young quarterbacks, and he knows how to develop, and he's been in the league for years and years and years. If he becomes available, should Amy open up the checkbook? Because I'm telling you, what we need now is a seasoned coach, somebody that can come in that's known the NFL for years and can work with a young guy like Cam, because I'm still behind Cam.
Okay.
Hey, good call, Mike. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, we've been all over that, too. With all of the things that have happened over there and all the spinning plates and everything else, it's probably best to have a guy that's been there and done that. You know the guy at halftime that spins all the plates or whatever.
Believe me, I'm with you. I like it.
It just tests anxiety people that are in the crowd.
You know, I like stuff like that.
Good job, Mike. Way to go. 2026 off and running.
Look at, see, I
We've had
felt the
Missy
same
and
way.
Mike.
Shout out to Stoney Keeley. He said, I know that ain't the Mike. I know sounding clean and sober. It is. Mike out here giving it some good thoughts, man. He's worked his way up. He had to come in and make a splash first. Now it's like, okay, I'm here. So understand. They know what they got. I got their attention. Thank you for that, Mike. Way to start the new year off right. My guy.
With that, we take a break. 615-737-1045 if you want in the first 3HL show of 2026. This is year 17 for 3HL.
Is it?
615-737-1045. I want to tell you about eSpaces, man. As you roll into 2026 and maybe you need to investigate workspace opportunities, eSpaces.com. They've got you covered there. You'll learn all about what they do for you there. They also have 15 locations in Middle Tennessee. You can see them all right there, eSpaces.com. eSpaces is redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. 2 new Middle Tennessee locations opened up a few months ago, that being in Cool Springs at Corporate Center, Brentwood at City Park. And now they have 15 total locations. Again, eSpaces.com is where you get that done. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? You can. Tours available now. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. Again, 15 locations. Check them out. They're going to help you with your work space issues and challenges. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
What's happening, y'all? MedicalHouseCalls.com. This is healthcare designed for your life. You're probably wondering, man, how you staying away from this sickness that could be coming and knocking at your door. I got to wait for you. This is primary health care, urgent care, and IV therapy under one roof. All you got to do is give them a call and make it real simple. That number is 615-838-2375. 615-838-2375. Process is very, very easy. All you got to do is call or text Medical House Calls. That's right. You can text them, and a team will assess you with what you need within minutes. They'll book your visit, and after a quick little chat, they'll schedule your visit. Medical providers will then be at your door to deliver care that gets you back ASAP. If you're wondering how or what, their at-home urgent care offers expert medical care without waiting. Everything from sickness, infections, injuries, in-home labs, testing, and more. And for a flat fee, you get an evaluation, full exam, treatment plan, and prescriptions if needed. And take it from me, if you forget your prescription out of town, they can call one in for you. It's real simple, man. 7 days a week, 615-838-2375, medicalhousecalls.com.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Slay Dog's going to head to the airport here in a little while.
Yeah, just a little while.
Chris Lowe coming up. He just landed in Phoenix, getting ready for some college football playoff activity. And Jim Wyatt will join us today to wrap the season instead of tomorrow. Jim Wyatt at 5:20. We'll also talk about the FCS game with Ty Halpin, the director of NCAA Division I football. That's coming up. Shout out.
Shout outs, man.
We've each got a shout out here.
Yeah.
You
Does
go
anybody
first.
mom now?
You go first because I want you to respond to what I'm going to bring.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Shout outs presented by your mom and them.
Man, shout out to Kai Stewart, who is Illinois' assistant coach. Now, Stewart played for the Pearl Cone Firebirds.
There you go.
Early
Where'd he
2000s. Pearl Cone Firebirds. Early 2000s, man. So shout out for getting this info. Appreciate you, Coach Fitzgerald. One of the quotes
He was
in the
right
article
after you.
Right after.
I mean, right
out.
after.
That's wild. So one of the quotes from him, losing his mother and grandmother in less than a week is why he views this as home.
Ooh.
You don't take anything for granted, Stewart said. You can get caught up in just nothing but football, but I look at it from a different perspective in terms of you just never know when someone in your life is going to pass away. So you got to treat them and treat situations like it's your last, and you just cherish those moments because you just never know. So big salute to Kai Stewart. So I'm now pulling for Illinois State. Come on, Illinois State. Get this done, man. That'll be
You and Mark Mariani.
Man, me and, yep.
Moonshine, locked.
Both of us.
Locked and loaded.
We both are.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Shout out to, here's another shout out to Tyler, who says we need to talk about, we should have led the show with Vanderbilt, basketball. And I said we would get to it. Today is one of those days with so much going on that it's like drinking out of a fire hose, and we will get to all of the topics, hopefully. And then DP says they're a sports show and should also talk about Vandy and other teams. Listen, man, if you've been listening to us and don't think we talk about Vanderbilt, you haven't been listening.
No, come on, man.
So, having said that, I say this. Shout out, presented by your mom and them, to the Vanderbilt women's basketball team. I'll start there. Mm-hmm. They are 15-0 overall. They're 2-0 in SEC play. They are ranked number 7, Slay Dog, in this week's AP poll. That is the highest ranking since 2007 for them.
Hey, man, big salute.
I know you were talking about Blake's on the network.
Hey, man, it seems like she's gonna get a permanent seat on the sleigh ride.
Right?
Apparently, like she keeps on killing. But big shout out to Shay Ralph. Shay Ralph, man, for her coming in, getting the Candace Story Lee and them having the patience to give her the opportunity to turn things around, get them going on the right track. Big salute to them, and also huge salute to Michaela Blakes, man. That we were able to interview her after one of her 50-point games.
How great was she?
Yeah, one of them.
I mean, totally deflected their teammates.
Just what she does.
My teammates found me open.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Yeah.
Man, she had, in the season opener, she had 35 against Arkansas on the road, came back against the number 5 team in the nation and had 32 yesterday. So, man, big shout out to her. And I think it was she had 14 in the first quarter, then had 2 and 4 in the second and third, then in the fourth had 15 or something like that. But whatever it was crazy, man. It's like she's the truth. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Got to give her props because we have a star right down here in the women's game. Like, you look across the country, you hear about Juju Watkins. We've been talking about her for years.
She's a WNBA All-Star already.
No question. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about people like Paige Beckers before she went to the league, Caitlin Clark. You look in the league, Madison Booker. The list goes on. Michaela Williams, who plays for LSU. Joyce Edwards, that plays for South Carolina. The list goes on and on. But what she's doing as a sophomore is crazy. Like, so big salute to her, man. And it's fun to watch. I'm gonna be real. They are a fun style to watch play.
So are the men, 14-0.
Yep. They
ranked number
too.
11 in the country in the AP poll. And there's a local kid going off. I know you gave him some time on the SEC.
No, Tyler Tanner, man. BA native, and giving him more props in a day and age. Well, first of all, Coach Byington doing a terrific job. You know what I mean? They got guys that fit their system. They play for each other. They play together. Everybody's shooting the rock. Tyler Nickel, Tyler Harris, Tyler Tanner Duke Miles, Frankie Collins injured right now. He ought to be back at some point, but they rolling, dog. Devin McLaughlin. But as far as Tyler Tanner goes, it's a testament, especially in this day and age, to watch a guy stay when he could have bounced.
Yeah.
And got maybe bigger payday, ran from competition. It was a guy brought in, I think, from Arizona State, maybe. That was kind of, in a sense, they probably won't say it, but I'm going to say it, was supposed to be taking his spot. But Tyler was like, nah. And went and put that work in. Shout out to Spencer Richardson and Jamal Richardson working with him. But going to do what he was doing, man, and thriving, that young man is one of the top point guards in the country right now, man. Ain't no ifs, ands,
What did he do the other day? 14 assists and 1 turnover?
14 assists and 1 turnover on the road, 19 points in 37 minutes. I had a coach from that team hit me up and said, hey, man, dude, if you get in touch with him, let him know, man, I really respect this game. Every time we made a run, he had an answer. Every single time. And that's coming from a veteran-led team up in South Carolina. So Tyler Tanner, man, doing his thing. So, boom. Hello.
615-737-1045. Gustavo in Cool Springs. Let me get you in real quick, Gustavo. What's up, man?
Great. I got one statement and a question, and one more statement you can fit me in.
All right.
The big-time Giant fan, we get new things happening. We all promote it. Everything's going to go great, and then we take a dump. And it's just, I understand you got to promote it, but, boy, it's just very frustrating. Now, the question I have is, of the last 4, can you tell me the last 4 coaches and 4 general managers we have? Can you name those for me?
You talking about the Titans? Number one, I want to go back to something you said. We don't have to promote anything. Like we do the show the way that we do the show, and we talk. We try to talk about things that everybody around here is talking about. I mean, honestly,
I'm not saying you were. It just seems like we all get hype and then we take a dump, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but I grew up an Oilers fan, so yeah, I say it all the time though. Like, I'm obnoxiously optimistic, typically, with regard to things. So that's just kind of where I am. But, I mean, if it's raining outside, I can't tell you it's sunny. You know what I mean?
Right.
In terms of the general managers, geez.
And coaches.
Oh, gosh.
So you have Berganti, then Carthon, then Robinson. I don't remember who was before Robinson.
And coaches?
Coaches was Callahan, Vrabel, Malarkey.
Yeah.
Now, other than Mike Vrabel, any of those other guys are working in the NFL?
Negative.
Yeah, so we do know where the mistake is coming from.
Well, I mean, we found out over the weekend that Mike Borgonzi has the coaching search on his desk. It's his deal. So, they've had various ways in which they've handled these things in the past. This time they say, now we know, this is Mike Borgonzi's baby. This is his. Not a collaboration, Dawn's favorite word. Speaking of, thank you, Gustavo. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you. Speaking of Dawn, she is at the FCS game today. She'll be on the sidelines, 6:30 ESPN, Montana State and Illinois State. We're suddenly going for Illinois State. I guess we were anyway because of moonshine. Filling in today, although she doesn't have a lot to say, if you watch on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, or Twitch,
please.
Zone TV, is Miranda Lambert. So props to Miranda Lambert sitting in today. You can see her if you watch Zone TV. She doesn't have a lot to say, but she's right there. We'll be right back.
Hanging out. What's happening, good people, fellas, and the ladies out there? It's time to get real about your health this year. It is a new year, but Synergex and Low T Center still delivering the goods. For a limited time, the men's TRT test, it is free. Women's hormone test, normally $299, is now $99. And the weight loss consultation, that's free. Walk in or book an appointment now at getmyhealthfix.com. Now, guys, you need to head on over there because those T levels going to get tested. And if you're sitting there, you're like, man, below 300, what the heck am I doing? So I was. Now that you're on the TRT at Synergex and Low T Center, you get to feeling better about yourself. Feeling better than I ever have before. Not only that, man, you gonna know your spouse. They gonna love it as well too. So just telling you, fellas, dive into it, get to know it. Now, the ladies also, you have an opportunity to do the same thing. You feeling a little tired, libido a little off like it shouldn't be? Well, you need to go to getmyhealthfix.com as well. Synergix and Low T Center, they're here for you.
Oh, look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell them meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell them to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music still can tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
Good afternoon. It's 4:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Main Kentucky Downs Studios. Good news for the Titans as reports came out today that quarterback Cam Ward's AC joint sprain suffered against Jacksonville on Sunday will not require surgery. Also, in other Titans news, the team has officially requested to interview several head coach candidates, including Chiefs OC Matt Nagy, Chiefs DC Steve Spagnuolo, Colts DC Lou Anarumo, Broncos DC Vance Joseph, former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, and former Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. Several NFL head coach positions did open this weekend, including the Browns, Falcons, Raiders, and Cardinals. Tennessee basketball drops 2 spots to number 21 in the AP poll following the SEC opening loss against Arkansas. They will host Texas tomorrow night. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
John 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Monday and hope you've had a great holiday season. We're glad to be with you. First show of 2026. Dawn Davenport is working for ESPN today. She'll be on the sideline. Montana State and Illinois State over at Vanderbilt Stadium FCS championship game at 6:30 on ESPN. You can see her on the sideline there. Filling in for her today is a very quiet Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, she ain't going to say much, y'all.
But you can see her if you look at
over there.
Zone TV.
When Zeph allows her.
YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Yeah, what do you have against Miranda Lambert being on the show?
Nobody knows.
It's just she's not saying anything. She's not giving anything to the show. Come on, Miranda. What are you doing?
Hey, man, that's more time for me and Slay. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building.
Oh, man. So the Zone just put out predictions for Titans' next head coach. They've got a picture of me, Matt Nagy. They've got a picture of Ramon Foster, Kevin Stefanski.
What is this on, Yor?
I'm looking at YouTube right now. No, I'm not looking at YouTube. I'm looking at Instagram.
I was going to say, what?
Insta. Big Savage, Ramon Foster, Kevin Stefanski, who did get fired today, so there you go. Will Bowling has Matt Nagy. Lucas Panziga has Matt Nagy.
Okay.
Zach Lyons has Matt Nagy. Are you making him Italian when you call him that?
Lyons. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know.
Hey, yeah, you can be Lyons.
It just seems like a little cool little name for him.
Sources close to me indicate that Zach Lyons has Matt Nagy.
That's his name.
Tennessee Titans job. Don Davenport. Joe Brady.
Oh. Okay,
Interesting,
Babsy.
Don.
And Slay Dog. Not to be left out here. He says on loan in parentheses.
Yes, make sure you got to read that one.
Nick Saban.
Yeah. Bring him in. That's why we're getting them on loan. We know we understand that you got a lot of stuff you got to take care of with the Preds. But if you ever got a little bored, ever got a little bored, we got a place for you. I want to extend an invitation by way of the Titans to him. You know what I mean? So come on over, brother. It's a good time over there.
Stoney on YouTube, he said, did we just have a guy say he gets hyped to take a dump?
Yeah, man, at times. Gustavo
Cool Springs. Yeah, we have that on the
Gustavo.
On the 3HL bingo card, which if you're new to the show, comes up at 5:45 toward the end of the show. DP says, is that French? Lyon.
I mean, it could be
French.
No, Leon. Leon is
Leon.
French, yeah.
What is Zach's middle name? Do we even know?
I think Emmanuel.
What?
I hope you're right. I really do.
Zach? Is he Zachary?
Yeah, probably Zachary.
Zachary Emmanuel Lyons?
Yeah, probably Zachariah.
Stoney might know.
Zachariah.
Stoney, whenever you get a second,
Stoney.
Let us know Zach's middle name.
Stoney and Lyons spent a lot of quality time before football and other F words together. Titans fall 14-7. No, they don't. They fall 41-7.
Yeah, I wish.
That's a very different score right there.
I just went dyslexic there. 41-7. They go up 7-0 as Cam Ward scores on a 7-yard touchdown run, but he injured his shoulder on the play and did not return. He was 3 for 3, 52 yards, and had the rushing touchdown before leaving the game. Brandon Allen. I don't know how you do this, honestly. This stat line is unreal. 17 completions for 72 yards.
I mean, sometimes you got to sling it around. Hey, man, they go nowhere, but just you sling it around, you might get lucky.
So
we knew that coming into this season, though.
This is
talking about backups.
This is Bizarro Babs on the interstate. This is more like somebody's great grandmother on the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
Just take here's a little 2 yards.
Yeah.
Here's an incompletion.
Yeah.
Here's another little yard.
Take this.
And then we're gonna punt on third down.
Take that.
17 to 30, 72 yards and an interception. The interception was a well-thrown ball to the defender. I mean, he hit him right in the hands.
Yeah, I mean.
For a touchdown.
Or you got to hit somebody. Like, there's a lot of people out there. Like, to not complete a pass is wild. Just get it to somebody.
Brandon Allen had a 47.9 quarterback rating.
Okay.
That's a journeyman NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
The guy that's never played in the NFL until this year. Look at the difference between the two of them.
Yeah. Journeyman team.
I had a buddy text me, and he goes, man, I didn't realize how good Cam Ward was until I had to watch the Titans offense without him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
Big Jeff had a sack, a tackle for a loss, and a quarterback hit.
Set a record, right?
Dude, he was...
Yes. The most sacks by a Titans defensive tackle since breaking Jarrell Casey's record.
Yeah.
He broke Jarrell Casey's
Yes,
record. Yes.
11 and a half.
But how about Big Jeff out there in the second half of a game, getting blown out, has no business being like, hey, man, you want to come over here?
Nah.
He's like, no.
I'm out here. Yeah.
How about that?
Let y'all know what I am to the cause.
That dude is so rare, man. He finished the season with 67 tackles in 15 games. That's the second highest tackle total for him in a season. He had a career-high 11 sacks, a career-high 3 forced fumbles, a career-high 17 tackles for a loss, a career-high 21 quarterback hits. How about that?
That's all right.
I know
it's a solid year.
I know it won't happen because of the team he's on and because of his position, but he should 100% be in the he won't win it. Myles Garrett's going to win it because he broke the sack record, but he should 100% be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, he's also going to be 100% in the conversation of give me my damn money.
Yeah, that's
that is the first thing that they should before they hire a head coach. Like, forget the head coach for a second. Make sure that guy stays.
From Nick Suss, going into the Jacksonville game, Big Jeff, per Pro Football Focus, had a pass rush win rate of 20.1% and 40 tackles on plays deemed offensive failures. The only other 20-plus win percent rate and 40-plus stop seasons for an interior defensive lineman came in 2018 and 2021, both by Aaron Donald. That's it. Those 3 seasons.
Well,
I mean, he just had a year where he's lumped in with a walking jacket.
Yeah. It's pretty tough, man. Can he sustain that for 2 more years? Whew. At that pace? Because you got to think on the downside, the downhill part of it, what, 7 sacks? 7 sacks a year? I could take this all day long.
11 sacks.
He wouldn't got it.
So the other piece in that is from A to Z Sports. Jeffrey Simmons today was talking about T'Vondre Sweat. He said he's going to take him with him to train in Dallas.
I read that saying something.
In the offseason. Quote, I didn't give him a chance to say no. He's coming with me.
Thank you, leader.
He thinks they can be the best interior duo in the league.
Thank you, leader. Thanks for being one.
If you're T'Vondre Sweat, don't you say that right there? Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm
Let's go.
gone. Yeah, we're going to have a ball
you.
this summer. I mean, well, this spring. Yeah. We got, dude, the chemistry that's going to get built, if done correctly. Man, and I don't even know how it can't be done correctly. That's the other part. How can it not? Just follow me. That's all you got to do. And we're going to have a good time like this, man. Tell you, man, some of the best times, man, is when you get that camaraderie off the field. That grind ain't nothing like that on earth, man. That's the fun part. That's what people get up for.
That's
that grind right there.
You would have done anything to have played one more year at UT.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
All right. Chris Lowe coming up. We'll talk college football playoff. I think he's in the Phoenix airport, so we'll try to check in with him. Also, another shout out.
Oh, by my, what? Presented by your mama now.
By my. Shout out to whomever chooses to live in Syracuse, New York.
That's dumb, Abel.
They set a daily snowfall record of more than 19 inches of snow last Tuesday.
Come on, Bully. What y'all doing up there?
Guess how much snow they've had already this winter season?
How much?
More than 71 inches of snow.
Y'all deserve it. If you want to stay up there, y'all deserve that, man. That is wild.
You were up there. You dropped like 30 and 12 and came
got
home.
out of there. I'm get the heck out of here. Yeah, I'm gone.
We'll be right back. Chris Lowe next.
What's happening, y'all? Brentwood Jewelry bringing you in the new year with some great deals. Now, what the deals are, you got to get in there to go see them. I can't do nothing but just give you the advice. 7012 Church Street East. It's located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Understand that this has been happening for over 50 years. What's been happening? Exceptional style, exceptional deals. That's what's been happening every day for over 50 years when it comes to getting rings, watches, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, whatever you can imagine. They got it for you, and they got it at a good cost. They're going to work with you. I can guarantee it. And, fellas, I'm telling you now, they got watches. You haven't heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer in Brentwood Jewelry is who it is. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, but they are also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, vintage or current models. Oh, to find pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance like only Brentwood Jewelry can. It's BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Get the year started off right with a new vehicle. Whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, or a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, Gupton is your spot. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Just let them know what you're looking for. Maybe you need more space. Maybe you need better gas mileage. Maybe you need something a little cheaper month to month. Just let them know. They'll point you in the right direction, and they will get you rolling. Literally, take your test drive, go outside and get that done. Go inside after getting that done, and they will help get the numbers done. It'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you'll have ever had. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. All the dealership information is there. All the info you need. Address, phone number, deals they have going on now in the month of January. The inventory they have, new and pre-owned, right there at GuptonMotors.com. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport on the sideline tonight at Vanderbilt Stadium, the FCS championship game. Illinois State. We're for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got a Pearl Cone native over there. Got to roll with.
Chris Lowe said he's checking into his hotel, and then he will call us, Steph.
What, CeeLo? They don't roll the red carpet. You got to check in. Can't believe that, CeeLo. I can't believe you just can't walk in low. Yeah, that don't make sense. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Of course, I would love for you to.
Dude, did y'all know they changed it on Waze? If you don't go to the settings, sometimes Waze is talking like the Yellow Brick Road people.
What?
Did y'all know that?
What are the Yellow Brick Road people?
The people of Wizard of Oz.
Like
the
Dorothy
Lion and all of them. And all that little stuff, man.
the Tin Man?
Yeah, all them talking on there. If you
Like
don't go
actually
change
like
it.
the characters?
Yes.
Yeah, the Scarecrow, but he doesn't have a brain, so what's he talking about?
Exactly. He says it on there.
Sending you the wrong direction, apparently.
Dude, they using all this. It's great humor, like if you're on a long road trip, but if you being serious, just trying to make it through the city, that ain't what you expect or want to hear.
I never had the volume
dog.
on.
No, I had it on. I forgot where I was going, but I had it on, and all of a sudden the line came up was talking about some courage. I'm like, dude, what does this got to do with my directions?
You had the courage to get where you were going.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Like, hey, dude, and Dorothy will say something back to him. It's wild, dog.
What's Dorothy
They got
talking
Batman on there.
about? Batman?
Dude, they got all kind of characters
What's
on there.
Batman doing in the Wizard of Oz?
Man, it's wild, yo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. This is lost land right here. Ways. I guess that's what it's saying. Like, this is a different world, Ways.
That was a great show.
Ways.
Kadeem Hardison.
Oh, a different world. Hell yeah, that was a great show. Excellent show. But yeah,
They
man.
had, remember back in the day, were you paying attention to Waze? You might have been overseas. They did the boy band for a while, and it was really funny.
On Ways?
Yeah, they were like singing, but it was
No.
boy band singing.
Oh, no, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, it was like Backstreet Boys.
So I was using, I wasn't even using Waze. I was using TomTom. The little TomTom little things.
Oh, where did those things
I
go?
don't know. They out of here, though. Probably still use them on fishing. Wasn't they using for boating and fishing and stuff?
Not a big boater, man.
Not
a big fishing guy either.
2-3 boats out there with the TomTom on. TomTom was the greatest thing invented for a while.
For a minute. Until the Wizard of Oz took over Waze.
And it's been over.
I told you my favorite is Keith Morrison, the Dateline guy.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
Is he on there?
Or have you?
You got him on there?
He used to be on there.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't need stuff like that.
I did listen to him because he's funny, man.
At night, though? You don't need that
yeah,
voice.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you pull up at the wrong place.
Yeah, and I love how they mispronounce certain streets in Nashville, like Demon Brewing.
Yeah. You got to know.
Let's see. We did the shout out to Vandy basketball, men and women. We did the shout out to Syracuse Snowfall. Job openings: Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals. Falcons probably the best one.
Absolutely. I heard
New GM too. You
Yeah.
knew when they did that contract for Kirk Cousins and then traded up to draft a quarterback in the top 10
no.
at the same time, you knew that guy's either going to be there forever and dictating his own contracts or he's going to be gone.
He better deliver.
That's the kind of
too.
move to get you
That
fired.
man,
right there.
dude, he started consulting with what's the owner name? For the
Arthur Blank?
Arthur Blank immediately. Like he was sitting there talking to him like, listen, man, I know it seems wild, but
This-
you got to
this
trust
is
me. On this
crazy.
one. Yeah, you got to trust me. On
One
this.
day it'll be crazier when Waze has Wizard of Oz people. But right now, I know
This
you're
is
caught in this
crazy.
moment.
Yeah.
You're wondering what we're doing. We're
This is
spending all this
good.
pick capital and money on
Hey,
one
man.
position.
I'm telling you, like that. Hey, dog. Ooh-wee.
So
He wrote his own ticket, though. I will say that.
Falcons' best job because
Go out
of,
in flames, man.
Falcons' best job because of the team that they already have.
Yeah, the weapons.
Yeah, the weapons they have.
How about James Pierce Jr., 10.5 sacks. Just finished the season with that. Most sacks by rookie since Micah Parsons in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Like I almost called in to Ramon and Will this morning, because Will said like, and it's all everybody's opinion, but he said the Titans was at that time the number one job to take it. I was like, it's no way I'm passing up on Bijan Robinson. The way Pitts ended up, Drake, like it's so many pieces there. Good gosh.
You got an edge rusher.
Oh man, you having a ball with that team, man. You walking in there.
I'd give the Titans number 2
over Baltimore.
Baltimore's not open job yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's not. I'm talking about the current
all right,
openings right now.
Yeah, it's Titans, Browns,
Yeah, but no Browns.
Falcons,
Yes.
Giants.
They got some pieces.
They do got some pieces.
They got some
man.
pieces.
They do got some sneaky little pieces.
It's just whether or not you want to hook
Deal
your.
with New York.
That's the problem. They're sneaky.
Yeah.
It's whether or not you want to hook your hat on Jackson Dart, and whether or not he's going to survive multiple years in the NFL.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the survival part.
And the New York, that's just a whole different animal.
Yeah, that too.
It's just whole. I'm cool with tough skin, but golly, dog. Even when it's positive, it's negative. I'm telling you, hey man, it's rough up there, brother. It's rough.
Man. You just put out bingo card things like too many. I can't get to them all. Raiders,
Decent job, I think. Got a couple good
quarterback.
pieces.
Solid support.
What's going on with the defensive lineman?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Bowers, you got Genty.
Yeah, but do you have
got-
Max Crosby?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the question because he might get on out of there.
They may have screwed themselves.
Yeah, on that one right there. He was already, it seemed like, on the fence when they brought Antonio back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then come in with Pete Carroll. Like, it's a lot of good.
But not only do they have the number 1 overall pick, but they've got, I think they have like 10 draft picks.
They loaded up, huh? Okay. Load me down, load me up.
So I would give them, out of the current jobs, I would do Falcons 1, Titans 2, Raiders 3.
What's the other ones?
What about Cardinals?
I'll probably stay away from them.
Because you're gonna have to. You're gonna
Those
have
are
to
the
get
only 6 right now.
You have to get a new quarterback. You're stuck with that Kyler Murray contract that they're gonna have to dump off.
Yeah, it seemed like Marvin Harrison went out of there.
I mean, they've got some solid
They got
pieces.
some pieces, but there's just something about
Sneaky
Arizona.
little pieces.
Yeah, they little pieces ain't even sneaky.
Oh, the Cardinals?
Yeah, they just got little pieces.
Just little pieces.
Like Trivial Pursuit pieces?
Yeah, little pieces. They don't really mean
Like
nothing.
Reese's
Like-
pieces, like a little
Like
Reese's.
you want
Yeah.
to put them in the thing, but you can't because you're not
just-
good enough.
Yeah, and then it's like, what am I use these for? So I'm gonna tell you what kind of pieces they got. They got kitchen drawer pieces.
Oh, like the junk drawer.
Yeah, like this is a whole bunch
It's
of
like,
stuff. in there.
I'll use this
It may work,
eventually.
yeah.
I'll use this eventually.
But
Don't
right
worry.
now, yeah, no, not right now though.
It's a hodgepodge,
Yeah,
Russia.
like, oh, you don't want no pause there.
And you got like a hammer, some,
Man,
some
batteries that don't match.
masking tape,
like all kinds of
little
stuff.
watch batteries that you don't
Staples,
need.
no stapler. Like it's all kind of stuff in there, dog. Post-it notes that been posted.
Rubber bands, loose rubber
like
bands, paper clips.
rubber bands.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Keys
the
that don't go to
Cardinals
nothing.
roster.
Good stuff, man.
You got a golf ball in there rolling around.
Just for no
Yeah,
reason.
why do you have a golf ball in that drawer?
Dude, I don't know. I ain't put it in there. It's in
Someone
there,
did.
though. I know. That's it.
That's the Cardinals roster.
That's
Junk drawer.
exactly it.
615-737-1045. X, Happy New Year, X.
Oh, man.
What's up? How y'all have a good holiday?
Did you
Yeah,
survive your
man.
holiday?
That's the question, dog. Are you in good standing coming into the new year?
Yeah, the Lord. I ain't got to buy nothing for nobody. Yeah, we good.
He answered that question, started talking about the Lord. You know, some stuff's been going on.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, listen, he's a blessing just like the Titans. Listen, y'all remember at the beginning of the season we had a prayer service for them. Y'all remember that? We told we got to pray for the Titans. Now we just got to make sure that Mike does the job because the Titans is like in and out right now. Everybody want to cover, everybody want to talk about him, everybody want to see him. But it's a few things that we miss. We're a little overrated right now with the Cam. And time out. The media, quit acting like Cam gonna be out next year, man. Y'all, he done broke his arm. Man, that's worrisome, y'all. Y'all putting more stress on us.
Who said that, X?
Got the coach.
X heard
Listen, if
somebody
Matt
say
Nagy becomes our coach or the boo-boo, man, no. Hey, we might as well get ready for the what y'all was having the club.
Colonoscopy? Uh-huh.
Yeah, we might as well because that's going to – man, I ain't missing church. I ain't even buying that. I'm not even watching the game if Matt Nagy or Shabubu is our coach. Y'all have a good day.
Shabubu. X is like a comet flying through the sky, man. Just comes in quickly.
Just
and then he's
going on
gone.
out. Yeah, he ain't gonna waste no time. That's what he ain't gonna do.
Lights up bright. Yeah, for those that don't know, Cam Ward sprained the AC joint in his right shoulder. Good news on the testing today. No surgery needed.
Good for him.
He said it plays right into what he was going to do anyway. He's going to work on his base.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no delays in his off-season training. That's what he said.
Good for him.
Let the bass go.
I did like.
All right.
he went up to the podium with no sling today, so that was good to see. Optimism.
It was good to see.
Yeah, optimism.
Cam Ward with no sling at the podium.
We got something.
Yep.
We got something.
We got something.
Yes, we do.
Pat Ryan had nothing on that. Good job, Zeph. We'll be right back to retail.
Maybe you need windows and doors. Yeah. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who you need to call. They can help cover you with new or replacement windows and doors. And they are the absolute best. Voted #1 by Nashville homeowners as the leading window brand in Nashville. That is based on that sitting survey of leading window brands among homeowners. They've got the staff in place to take care of you. They also were rated #1 by Nashville homeowners as the most trusted window brand. And Nashville homeowners recommend Pella Windows more than any other window brand. Just go check out all the reviews. Everybody who has used them loves them. So schedule your free consultation. Check out the Dawn deal. That's all you have to ask them for. They'll give it to you. PellaNashville.com.
Welcome back in 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from the world-famous Music Row, and we appreciate you being with us after this long holiday season. We are back on the air. Slay, you good?
I am great, ready to roll, baby.
Dawn Davenport out today on assignment, literally. She is over at the Vanderbilt Football Stadium. Montana State, Illinois State going at it for the FCS national title. We've got the director of NCAA Division I football, Ty Halpin, on with us now. Ty, how are you?
I'm great, guys. How are you?
How excited are you about this event tonight coming up? For those that don't know, I don't have it in front of me. I think it's 6 o'clock, ESPN?
6:30.
6:30.
Kick. Yep. 6 o'clock pregame show, but appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. What are you looking forward to over there at Vanderbilt Stadium? Great venue now. They've done a lot to that building.
Boy, it's been super impressive to see how Candace and the staff here at Vanderbilt have done reimagining the space. Unbelievable. If you haven't been, get over here. We have a few tickets left, but also, just come see it when Vanderbilt's back next year. It's amazing.
This event, no stranger to the state of Tennessee, but in Nashville now. What went into the decision? Why Nashville?
Yeah, good question. We were in 15 years for Frisco, Texas, which has been an amazing run there. They are, in a similar way, doing what Vanderbilt's done to their stadium there. It's going to be, I think, several $100 million renovation. But during that time, obviously, we needed to have somewhere to play our national championship game. So we put it out to bid and looked around, and Nashville was clearly a great fit for us. Size of stadium, certainly amenities here in Nashville, and in our FCS footprint, a lot of FCS schools nearby.
Ty, when you look at these two teams that's matching up in this situation, let me start with Illinois State. Is there a bigger Cinderella in this realm of the FCS than Illinois State making it here?
Yeah, Ron, great question. You don't see it very often in football that a team will make a run like this, and just impressive to go from southern Louisiana to southeastern Louisiana, all the way out to California to play, to Philadelphia to play Villanova, and then come here and in between beating the number one seed,
right,
North Dakota State. Just an unprecedented run, for sure.
Some say one of the biggest upsets in college football history. I mean, this is a story. Illinois State has never won this event. They've been one time, two hungry fan bases. You've got Montana State, who's won it once in 1984. So somebody's fan base is going to be really excited tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And if you've been on Broadway at all this week, you saw a lot of Montana State fans, some Illinois State. We saw a lot more today coming in, Illinois State folks that I think could drive in. So, boy, it's a lot of energy already over here at the stadium, and the tailgates are open and they're rocking and rolling, man. It's going to be unbelievable.
Ty, let me ask you, one of the biggest things that's going on nowadays is attraction to either different divisions, different tiers, different programs. Why is this a big attraction to the FCS?
Yeah, great question, Ron. I think, for schools that are in FCS, it really truly is the student athlete approach to things. And that's no offense to FBS at all. I love our brethren over there, but these guys are really playing together, want to be part of big time football, which they are, but their schools are just smaller, and people in Montana, the Dakotas, they're no different than Tennessee here. It's so important to their state. If you ever get a chance to go to one of those games, one of those environments, unbelievable again. It's just that's their professional program, really.
Yeah, well, our co-host, Dawn, came back talking about it, Babs, as we call her, came back talking about it and said, hey, man, if you're looking for the love of the game, you need to go to one of these playoff games, and it's something that you haven't seen in quite some time. So big salute to you guys, the way you're carrying it.
Yeah, thank you. It's very important to us. We've run 92 championships at the NCAA. A lot of people aren't always aware of that, but boy, ESPN as our partner here is really leaned in. We're going to have a studio show, here at 6 o'clock live all the way leading up to the game, halftime show, that kind of thing. So it's kind of our version of game day and going to be unbelievable.
Pre-game at 6. The game kicks off shortly after 6:30 on the ESPN. Ty Halpin, Director, NCAA Division I football, is with us. You had Don Davenport, our co-host, was at Montana State. And then we do a lot of radio with a former Montana star, Mark Mariani, who's excited about the game tonight, but he's probably leaning toward Illinois State. I'm just going to say.
I'm sure he is.
So, 2-year deal, right, for Nashville. When will you guys revisit that and think about the next step?
Yeah, so we've got, I think, 12 different cities that are visiting to see the game here today. We're gonna go out to bid in February for the next couple of years, out to 2030. So we'll see how things go here, but certainly Nashville has made a very strong impression. A lot of great events. Obviously, Broadway offers a lot for the fans to kind of come together and see each other, get their chants going, that kind of thing. I know Montana State had a pep rally downtown that was 7,500 fans. Just really, really impressive. And our commissioners, our ADs from non-participating schools, we had more than 50 ADs here that are not involved in the game. So it's kind of more of a Final Four feel this year. So I think it's a lot of room to grow, and there's a lot of interest. That's why it's important.
You've been able to find some good food. You've been hanging out on party buses. What's been like your time here, Ty?
Man, I just couldn't find any restaurants.
You walked around with your eyes closed, huh?
Exactly. No, we had a great event hosted by the Sports Council here in Nashville. Scott Ramsey and the fellows there at the Ryman Auditorium. Really cool songwriter event, and
cool.
I know it's probably old hat to you all, but we were able to get Casey Beathard to write the FCS anthem for us, which you'll see on the broadcast tonight on the lead-in. And he and his son came up and did a songwriter event for us, told the story of how they wrote it and a bunch of their other really big hits. And I just can't tell you how impressive that was.
I've actually been to a songwriter round with Casey Beathard playing, and man, you want to talk about a talented dude, talented family, and great Nashvillians too, and I'm glad they got involved. So tonight at Vanderbilt Stadium, Montana State, Illinois State, ESPN 6:30. There are tickets at the door, so if people are looking to get something done tonight and maybe get out of the house, maybe they've been cooped up with family and friends and all those things, and you need a little space, tonight will be a great night.
Boy, the weather out here feels like fall, early September almost. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is going to be perfect weather for football. And get out here. That's all I'm saying. You're going to enjoy it. Ty
Halpin, Director, NCAA Division I football. Real quick on the way out, you've been in your role for a long, long time. What is your perspective of what the FBS is getting done on the playoff level?
I think people really have enjoyed on-campus games. Mm-hmm. We know that in our tournament. It's a big difference to be on a campus and to earn the right to host. I really think that's been a winning formula for them. But Music City Bowl here and other bowl games, I think, also give a great experience. So, it's kind of balancing those two. I think that's a real challenge to figure out the right formula. We play our first round of our tournament Thanksgiving weekend just because of the calendar. We'd ideally like to probably have a different weekend for that, but football doesn't work that way. So I think we're all in that mode of trying to find the right thing.
Well, love it, man.
I think they're close.
Yeah, love it. Hey, appreciate the perspective. We're all obviously huge football fans down here in the Southeast, and we look forward to a great event tonight. Congrats on it. So glad you guys chose Nashville the next couple of years. 6:30 kickoff over at Vanderbilt Stadium, Montana State and Illinois State. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you guys.
We have all the events in Nashville. FCS championship football game tonight. If you're looking for something to do, That'll be fun. Montana State and Illinois State. Illinois State, as we said, has never won it. Montana State is favored by 10. They haven't won it since 1984, the only time that they have ever won that thing. Slay Dog slipping out. He is headed to Charlotte. You can catch him on the SEC Network tomorrow. A lot of college basketball activity as we kind of shift into the NFL playoffs and college basketball conference schedules. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. Again, head coaching search. The Titans have requested to interview the following people. Kansas City offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, Vance Joseph, the Broncos defensive coordinator, Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, Indianapolis defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, Washington offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, Browns former coach Kevin Stefanski, Raheem Morris from Schrager on that one. Job openings around the NFL right now. Currently, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, Cardinals at 6 of the 32, 18.75%. 615-737-1045 coming up. Chris Lowe, when he gets settled in Phoenix, he is headed to the in advance of the Fiesta Bowl. And then Jim Wyatt normally on Tuesdays, but he's going to hop on today at 5:20 because the season is over. Kevin in Hendersonville next up. Kev, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm great, man. Thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to just get your thoughts, perspective. You know, the Titans got rid of Callahan pretty early, and as the last week of the season wrapped up yesterday, you see all these teams starting to fire their coaches, and I just want to get your thoughts on, do you feel like maybe the Titans are losing traction on getting the best option possible to maybe for the coach to come in, I guess, with all these other, I think, probably good openings that are coming about. I feel like there might be more attractive options than the ones here in Nashville. So just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I've always wondered, like, what is the advantage of, at least in the NFL world, of firing your guy that early? Because you really can't talk to you can't set these interviews up if you're looking at NFL people until the season is over. So I never really, understood, the necessity to do it that way. But now, you'll have all of these first interviews. Some will be on Zoom because some of these guys are still coaching. And then you'll end up with a few that get second interviews. And the biggest thing to me is kind of what we were talking about earlier. And the story came out over the weekend from Adam Schefter. Tennessee has restructured its front office to have Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi spearhead the team's head coaching search and control the team's 53-man roster. He now will report directly to Titans owner Amy Adams Strunk. Chad Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. So they have split those two dudes in terms of what they're doing. There's no overlap there, really. I mean, you have to work with the cap and who do you want, free agents, all this stuff, but with regard to the 53. But in terms of coaching search, and, there will be other voices. There will be other people at the table, but this is his baby. This is Mike Borgonzi's baby. It's clear now.
As it should be.
As it should be. And this is something we've looked for from them for a long time. I mean, how long ago was I, clamoring for an organizational flowchart?
I mean, it's been like this since they fired Robinson. And then the power struggle between Vrabel and, who was that, Carthon that first year. And then that didn't work out, so they let go of Vrabel. And then it was Carthon and Callahan. But then you had Brinker in the mix there, too, so you really didn't know who was running things.
This looks clear.
This is cut and dry.
If this is the way it is, this looks clear.
And I like how in the statement, I think they said a more, I can't remember exactly how they phrased it, but it was something along the lines of a more traditional general manager, front office setup.
Yeah.
And it's okay, well, why were we trying to go out of the box in the first place?
Neither person's title changes, but that is now a clear delineation of duties, and the two men agreed to the adjusted front office format. We now have a Titans organizational flowchart. Mike McCoy put in a tough situation as interim coach, and a great opportunity for him, man. He's been really emotional about this and has been very thankful for the opportunity. He was asked, what does the next head coach need to know about this team?
Well, I think the foundation is set. I think with the way you see the rookie class perform this year and the amount of plays that they got, offensively, defense, the kicking game, obviously Jeff being on defense, the foundation is here. And there's plenty of other players. I go on and on about a number of players, the linebackers, things like that. But the foundation's here. And it's just, you've got to continue to improve the roster as you go on, but they got a very bright future here.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Please.
You've got me, Brent Doherty, until 6 o'clock. Slay Dog headed to Charlotte. Don Davenport on the sideline of the FCS championship game. Miranda Lambert is somehow sitting in here on Zoom, but on Zone TV, but you keep taking her out.
I'll put her back on next segment.
Mike McCoy, more of the interim coach, his advice to whomever becomes the next head coach of the Titans.
Be you. Go do it your way. That's the only way to do it. Do what you think is best for the organization. And we've all grown up in the NFL or college, wherever you come from, and you've learned from certain other coaches. But believe in your plan, stick to it, and do what you think is best, and don't worry about anything else. But you got to be you, and you have to. When you're in charge, you got to do it your way. And obviously, you get input from other people. But when you're pulling the trigger and you got to make the decisions, have confidence in it and live with it.
Cam Ward had one drive against Jacksonville. He was 3 for 3 for 52 yards, had a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Titans led 7-0. Then he left the game with a shoulder injury. It was a sprained AC joint in his right shoulder. Test today indicated no surgery needed. So that is great news. Cam Ward completing 59.8% of his passes this season, 3,169 yards, which actually is 17th in the NFL, which I think will surprise a lot of people. 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He had 2 rushing touchdowns as well. He was sacked 55 times, which was tied for the most in the NFL, one ahead of Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert, who was sacked 54 times. Mike McCoy talking about the next step. What do they need to know about Cam Ward?
Well, I've told you, every week he wants to be great. And I talked to Cam this morning about a number of different things, and it's just what you love about Cam also is that he stays steady Eddie during the game. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. He knows that he was learning. We've had a lot of great discussions on a weekly basis of mistakes are on me as the coach, and just to keep going and cut it loose. And I said it last week, unfortunately, he got dinged after the first series this week, but you saw those wow plays that, week in and week out the past month of the season, and there's a number of them early in the year too, but the plays that he made in those last couple games, it just, you can't coach that. That's just pure talent of him going out there making plays. So it's just great to see the way he got better. And you can see the way, seeing the field better. Early in the year as a rookie, it's the first year in a system. It's fast. It's flying around. You're thinking of plays. Can I check to something versus blitz zero? And then as you see the end of the season, he made some of those checks, and it was easy for him. So he's got a very, very bright future. He wants to be great. So look forward to seeing him have a great career moving forward. There is the interim head coach of the Tennessee Titans, Mike McCoy. Coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, the Titans 2026 opponents are official. Dates and times to come, but we do know who they will play at home and on the road. Also, we have point spreads for the NFL playoffs coming up this weekend, and college football playoff games coming up this weekend. We hope to talk with Chris Lowe. We will talk with Jim Wyatt. All that coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL, Brent Doherty with you on 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. If you're looking for that next new vehicle to start the new year, these are your guys. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. 24 West to exit 35. It's about 9 miles outside the city and a straight shot in Springfield, Tennessee. Best vehicle buying experience you'll have ever had. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Bought multiple vehicles from these guys. They're awesome, awesome people, and they stay with you after the point of sale as well. Service department is phenomenal. They will let you know when you need an oil change, tires rotated, balance, whatever is coming up. They will help you out with a little text message, and you'll be able to get going. Take your test drive. They'll point you in the right direction. Again, just let them know what you're looking for, and then you'll go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Again, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville, and you can check them out online. All the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, inventory.
both new and pre-owned, right there online. GuptonMotors.com, whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. Maybe you need a Sprinter van to cart around a bunch of people. They've got you covered there, too. GuptonMotors.com is the website. Again, 3450 Tom Austin Highway, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram.
Anybody in your life will love a unique and thoughtful gift that's always in style, always fits, always appreciated. And maybe you're one of those, I'll just get something later and give it to somebody after the holidays. That's fine. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is there for you. You can choose your budget. You can decide whether you want to spend a little or a lot. And then whoever you gift a gift card to a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa to can choose from at least 10 different services, all in the same place, from manicures and pedicures to facials and skincare. They have a hair salon there, massages, sunless tanning, waxing, unique gifts, all of it, all in the same place out in Cool Springs, across from Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. That's where a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is. You want to get a gift card? They're available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com. Give them a call, 615-224-0770. If you have any questions or special requests, they can always help you out. That's a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
Good afternoon. It is 5:01. I'm Joseph Arnold, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. Good news for the Titans today as reports came out that quarterback Cam Ward's AC joint sprain suffered against Jacksonville yesterday will not require surgery. Also, in other Titans news, the team has officially requested to interview several head coaching candidates, according to multiple reports, including Chiefs OC Matt Nagy, Chiefs DC Steve Spagnuolo, Colts DC Lou Anarumo, Broncos DC Vance Joseph, former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, and former Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. Several NFL head coach positions have opened this weekend as well, alongside the Titans and Giants. Those include the Browns, the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. For your foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. It is not completely dark at 5 o'clock anymore. We're getting there, Zeph.
Slowly but surely.
Operation Daylight at the end of the day.
When is that? When does it officially switch back? It's here in a couple weeks, isn't it?
No, it's like March.
Oh, it's in March? Dang. I was being really optimistic.
Spring forward. Hopefully they'll stay there. I used to be so loud about this, and now it's just like I feel like they get confused in terms of what to do.
Well, they had it. They were going to do it and kill the daylight savings, and then it just never got through.
Second Sunday in March.
I was being super optimistic.
Well, I mean, it's a couple months. We'll get there.
Can we change that to a couple weeks? Can we do that like now?
I mean, again, my thought is if I had control of this thing, we would spring forward and stay the hell there. And we'd never even talk about it again.
I'd rather it be dark in the morning than at night.
3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Appreciate you being with us. Obviously, the head coaching search has officially begun as the Titans have officially requested to interview Kansas City offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator Broncos, Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. These from Rap Sheet and Schrager and all these guys. Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, as I said. Indianapolis defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo. Browns former coach Kevin Stefanski. Raheem Morris also in the mix from Schrager. Job openings: Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, and Cardinals. Babsy is at Vanderbilt Stadium. She will be on the sideline today for ESPN's coverage of Illinois State and Montana State, the FCS national title game. Slay Dog headed to Charlotte. He will be on the SEC Network tomorrow. The Titans 2026 opponents are official. Dates and times to come. However, we do know their opponents at home and on the road. At home, the Titans will have games against the Texans, Colts, Jaguars, as they always do in the division, Jets, Commanders, Steelers, Eagles, and Browns. They'll hit the road for the Texans, Colts, and Jaguars. Ravens, Bengals. Ravens they may have a new coach and a new quarterback.
Yeah, that whole situation's going to be interesting to watch.
There's a lot of talk about Lamar getting traded.
Apparently Miami is where he wants to go.
Might as well. It's warm down there. Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys. These are the road games. Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Giants, Raiders, and Lions. So 3 teams of the 6 that are looking for a new head coach, and the Titans are 4 out of 6. But they'll play 3 of the other 5 next year. So we'll see. Again, dates and times to come. That is what we know right now. Got some transfer portal bits for you. Former Cincinnati quarterback Brendan Sorsby going to Texas Tech. Interesting story here. It is a reported $5 million deal. Miami supposedly offered 6, but the girlfriend went to Texas Tech.
Man, your girlfriend worth $1 million? I
was wondering where you were going with that sentence.
I guess so. I guess his girlfriend's worth $1 million.
I mean, apparently.
I wonder what LSU offered him, because I know he took multiple visits down there with Kiffin.
Yeah, reportedly too.
So I really want to know what that number was and what he what they lost out to.
Arizona State quarterback Sam Leavitt, speaking of LSU, visited Kentucky.
That's not happening.
He will visit LSU. Also worth watching, according to On3, Oregon and Miami for Sam Leavitt. Former TCU quarterback Josh Hoover is going to Indiana. Indiana's going to keep rolling, y'all. This dude can play.
Yeah, that was a guy Josh Heupel was interested in last year.
Yep.
Couldn't land the deal.
He has 1 year left. Sam Leavitt has 2 years left. Looking at the quarterback. Sorsby has 1 year left. Hoover, 3,472 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Also, Vanderbilt wide receiver Trey Richardson entering the portal. But he have 800-plus yards, 7 touchdowns.
One thing with him.
Very good player.
Speed.
Yeah.
Dude's
very
got
good player.
speed.
From Pete Nakos, Florida State has been in contact with former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway.
Did you see the stuff from that Gus Malzahn was saying today?
I did not.
Apparently,
but that would be something.
Apparently comparing him to a certain quarterback named Cam Newton.
Oh, good Lord.
That's what I read.
Cam Newton looks like a defensive end.
I mean, DJ Lagway is not far off from that.
He's not that big, though.
He's not that big, no, but, I mean, he's...
Cam Newton was a freak.
Yeah.
UNLV quarterback Anthony Calandrea. I always butcher that name. Calandrea. Also visited Florida State. He's at Georgia Tech today.
Apparently Lagway was on cloud 9. I think that's what the other phrasing was after he visited Florida State. Cloud 9.
This portal stuff, man. When they go to the rival, that's all.
I want to know where Cam Coleman's going to go. The wide receiver out of Auburn.
There was talk of Alabama.
There was talk of Alabama. He's taken visits to Texas. I think Texas A&M on
Texas
A&M,
Texas A&M, yeah. And it's hard to keep up with all of this, honestly.
I mean, it's like free agency out here.
Yeah. Got point spreads coming up for you in just a sec. Gator Mike next up. Mike, what's up?
What's going on, Brent?
What do you know, man?
Well, DJ Lagway. Whatever. I saw somebody...
How pissed with it? What would your reaction be if he went to Florida State?
I mean, if that's... it's a different world now, Brent.
It is.
If he was... Yeah, if he lived up to the potential that he had at Florida was going there, then that'd be different. But, he's kind of been underwhelmed since he's been there. I mean, you've had these conversations on and off the air, So we got Aaron Philo, the quarterback from Georgia Tech, as well as the wide receiver, Bailey Stockton, committed today. Mm-hmm. So that's good. So, yeah. And then we got some Baylor defensive tackle came across today. So, yeah, John Summerall doing well in the portal, and we'll see how it goes. But definitely going to be interesting times in Gainesville, so we're excited about that.
Love it. Did you have a good holidays?
I did. You?
Yep. Happy New Year, Mike.
And, Zeph, great job on your first year on Titans Radio.
I appreciate that. Gator Mike?
Yeah, definitely. So, Brent, here's the question I have. Who's going to be the quarterback at Tennessee next year? That's the one I want to know.
Zeb and I were just talking about that. It's been kind of quiet, like in all these little rumor huts and stuff about quarterback in Tennessee. Chris Lowe had something about potentially Ty Simpson.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I saw that.
So apparently if Ty Simpson decides he doesn't like where his draft slate is, like I think the quote was, if he gets told he's like the third quarterback in the draft and he's going to go in the 15 to 20 range.
But if you can get paid $5 million to stay in college another year, why would you not do that?
Right. Now, what about, that would make sense because his younger brother is like right down the road, right? Past Franklin?
No, his younger brother is at the same high school he was at, breaking all of his records. He was a sophomore this year.
Yeah, I know, but is it like down south of Franklin somewhere?
No, Martin, Tennessee.
Martin, Tennessee. My bad.
That's in the west.
I got you. Yeah, that would be, headed towards Memphis. My bad. So anyways, I just want to check in on that. So, it's still college football season. Starting Thursday, we have a great 5 days of football, right? You got the semifinals Thursday, Friday, and then NFL games Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Can't wait. Danny Cannell's coming on Wednesday, and we'll break down the college football playoffs with him. And then, we'll get thick into it on Friday for the NFL coming up. It's a fun time of year for sure, and you got college basketball conference schedules going, and yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, too bad Slay's not there because, the Vols and the Gators both did not have a great opening weekend in the SEC in basketball.
True. Thank you, Mike. Good stuff, man.
Good talk to you.
615-737-1045. People asking, where is Slay? He is headed to Charlotte to be on the SEC Network tomorrow. And Babs is at Vanderbilt Stadium tonight, 6:30 ESPN, the FCS National Championship.
What do you think of Tennessee's loss to Arkansas? Real quick, while he brought it up.
I was only able to watch like 5 minutes of that game. But I know you were frustrated.
Well, there's this trend that they seem to have is
they can't hit free throws.
Well, they're one of the.
I just need to look at the box score on that deal.
Yeah, not great. But they have this trend where, like, late in the second, like halfway through the second half, late in the second half, they always give up this like big run to that gives up a lead. It gives up a decent sized lead. It happened against Kansas. It happened Arkansas last night. It happened one of their other losses, Illinois. It happened. And they end up not just being able to close out games.
I asked Slay about it. And his opinion about it, just to kind of big picture it, was very talented opponent, tough on the road. SEC's a grind. So I know a lot of Tennessee fans are freaking out. And I saw, one guy in our business say they're not making the NCAA tournament. I think that's kind of a stretch for, one game, but we'll see. We'll see. 615-737-1045. Eric in Columbia. Eric, what's up?
Hey, Mayor, I know I'm a little late because, I've been running around and traveling a lot for work for the month of December.
You're good, man. Football as well.
I didn't get to call back and remind Slay that he owes me a cheesecake that he's got to purchase now.
Okay. We all benefit from that, Eric.
I know y'all do.
My favorite dessert in the world is cheesecake.
Well, it's banana pudding cheesecake. So
my Lord.
Yeah.
Mercy. I don't think I've ever had anything like that before.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Zeph, if you want to, I'll give you my information so that way Slay can get a hold of me and
do it.
And we can get y'all that cheesecake.
All right, Eric. I'm going to put you on hold, man. Yep. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. 615-737-1045. College football playoffs, point spreads, 10 seed Miami against the 6 seed Ole Miss at the Fiesta Bowl, the VRBO Fiesta Bowl. That is where Chris Lowe is. Miami, if we don't get to him today, we'll put him on tomorrow. Don't worry. Miami favored by 3.5 over Ole Miss. How about that win against Georgia? Woo! You want to talk about major story in football, in sports, really. Your coach leaves with you cannot have more drama. And you go out there and you beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl.
You come back to beat Georgia, and your quarterback
53 straight games they led at halftime, they won.
And your quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss, had the best fourth quarter of the season out of any quarterback in college football. Like, that fourth quarter from Trinidad Chambliss was stuff they write in history books.
He's trying to get a 6th year. So he has agreed to come back to Ole Miss. They agreed on a deal if he can win his lawsuit and come back. Ferris State to Final Four. How about that? Number 5, Oregon against number 1, Indiana. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Indiana, a 4-point favorite against Oregon. Both that game is on Friday at 6:30 on ESPN.
That was going to be a fun rematch. Indiana got Oregon on the road earlier in the season.
Shiano housed Alabama. 38-3, complete annihilation.
They broke the streak of the bye teams losing. Bye teams were 0-6 heading into that game.
Yeah, they're 1-7 now, I think. Yeah, 8 total games, 1-7. 1-7. Indiana blasting Alabama. Fernando Mendoza, 14 of 16, 192, 3 touchdowns. I mean, just like a robot out there killing everybody. Indiana ran the ball for 215 yards and 2 more touchdowns.
That was the thing with Alabama is
all year.
Couldn't stop the run, couldn't run the ball.
17 carries, 23 yards for Alabama. By the way, Kalen DeBoer is 20-8 in 2 seasons at Alabama, so that's 8 losses in 28 games. To find the previous 8 losses, guess how far back you got to go? 68 games.
How many years is that?
I think 5.
5 years?
Into 5.
Nick Saban, man.
And then the year before that, they were like 14-1. The only loss was to Clemson in the national title game in 18.
Nick Saban, man.
Oh, yeah. So 19, 20, 21, 22. There you go. No, 23. Yeah, 5. The last time Bama lost at least 4 games in back-to-back seasons was 2006 and 7. That was Mike Shula's last year and Nick Saban's first. 8 losses in the last 2.
And you mentioned this earlier, is like every time you look at the transfer portal updates, Alabama player. They're flocking to the portal.
They're what?
Flocking to the portal.
Like, what's going on in the portal? All right, Jim White coming up next. We'll put a little bow on the Titan season so we can all move forward. That's next for HL 104.5 The Zone. By the way, 7 hours into the portal, there were 1,101 players already entered, according to Matt Zenitz. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram if you need somebody to drive you to the portal. You can, or maybe some of those guys in the portal need a new vehicle. Maybe you want to purchase one for your favorite NIL group. I don't know how that all works. But go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That is your spot, new or pre-owned, whatever you're looking for. These are your guys. The inventory is online. Go up to motors.com. All the dealership information is there, address, phone number, anything you need to learn about them, including the inventory. You can see everything right there. Also, the deals they have going on the month of January right there online. Go up to motors.com. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience I think you will have ever had. Just go see those guys again, Daniel Gupton and his crew. Let them know what you're looking for. They'll point you in the right direction. Take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. 24 West toward Clarksville, about 9 miles outside the city. You will find exit number 35. Take a right, and then beautiful drive into the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Hope you had a great holiday season. This is the first 3HL of 2026. This is year 17 for 3HL. I think that's right. January of 2010. 10, 11, 12. Carry the one. Yeah, 17.
Quick math.
Year 17. It is Black Monday in the NFL. The following jobs are open: Titans, Browns, Falcons, Giants, Raiders, and Cardinals. Head coaching search. The Titans have requested to interview several people we've been talking about throughout the course of the show, and it'll be a fun process. Not so much of a fun process in Jacksonville, but it did end the season for this guy and a lot of other people. Jim Wyatt at Jay Wyatt Sports, TennesseeTitans.com. He will have all kinds of content continuing, even though the season is over, so make sure you stop by there. Jimmy, how are you?
Brent, Happy New Year to you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm glad I did not have to go to Jacksonville. I don't really like that town.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was a tough day down there, and they got it going, and certainly enjoy beating the Titans. And it has been a pretty good rivalry since the team moved here, and I think they still have some bad feelings about the 1999 season and winning the AFC Championship there and keeping them from going to the Super Bowl, which the Titans got to. So anytime their hardcore fans get a chance to stick it to the Titans, they enjoy it, and they were having a big time on Sunday.
They were having fun. It didn't start out that way, though. Titans get a stop on defense, and Big Jeff was just complete destruction there. And then they get the drive. Cam Ward, 3 of 3, 52 yards, the rushing touchdown. 7-yard rushing touchdown, up 7-0, but the shoulder, man. You could tell when he fell that he did not get up immediately. But now we know sprained AC joint is what's being reported in his right shoulder. He said no surgery needed. Where are we with Cam Ward? And he kind of talked about how he doesn't anticipate that affecting his offseason at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's kind of – it depends on how you look at it. Like, I saw it yesterday happen and knew he was going to have some rehab ahead of him. I thought, man, what a terrible time to get hurt. Week 18, now you got to start rehabbing and missing part of the offseason. I think players look at it like, well, it's a good time to have it because you're not going to miss any games. And I think for Cam, that's kind of the way he looked at it is, yeah, he can rehab and get stronger and get healthy and be back and ready for the 2026 season, where if this would have happened week 2 or week 3, it would have changed everything this year. So
yeah,
I don't think it really affects anything as it pertains to next year. I do. It is my understanding that that the injury, and this is partly based off what Cam said himself, but that it's not going to require surgery. It's just going to take time to rehab and to heal. I'm sure he'll get additional testing and talk to the team's training staff further before deciding 100% sure what the plan of action is going to be. But Cam said himself, his tweaks and his adjustments to his game will be more centered on his base and cleaning up the technique there than anything having to do with this flowing motion. And now it's just all about getting healthy, learning from this year, studying, tape from this year, as well as opponents coming up on the schedule next year he hasn't faced, and just trying to be a better player with new teammates around him next year. So it's tough that happened yesterday, but certainly could have been worse. And I think from a timing standpoint, he felt like it was the best time to get hurt.
Jim Wyatt with us at Jay Wyatt Sports. So how do you define year one for Cam Ward? Almost 60% completion percentage, 3,169 yards, which is 17th in the NFL. 15 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Sacked 55 times. Obviously, that's a high number, which tied for the league lead with Geno Smith. There's a playoff quarterback that was sacked 54 times, though, Justin Herbert, which is interesting. How would you define year one for him?
Well, I think it ended on a high note. I mean, I think he's trending in the right direction as the season ended. It was a struggle early, and certainly that's expected when you're a rookie quarterback. It's also expected when you've got a season when you had a coaching change. Like he had to deal with a the interim coach and had to deal with a lot of changes around him. He dealt with a receiving core that ended up losing Calvin Ridley and then Van Jefferson at the end, an offensive line that kind of had people in and out of the lineup during the course of the year. This is a roster that needs a lot of work, and I think we all knew it was going to be it was going to include some ups and downs for him, and that's what we saw, but I think it ended on an up, and I think that is should give people reason to be optimistic about him and about this franchise moving forward. This team has some cap room. It has some draft capital. It has a GM and Mike Garganzi that knows what he's doing. Now you got to hit on the head coach and you got to hit on some of these players. And if that happens, then I think this team could be, much more of a factor next year and the years to come than it has been the last couple of years.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons saying that he believes he and T'Vondre Sweat can be the best interior duo in the league. I'll get to that in a second. But Jeffrey Simmons, incredible season. Finished the season with 67 tackles in 15 games. That's the second highest tackle total for him in a season. Career high 11 sacks, career high 3 forced fumbles, career high 17 tackles for a loss, career high 21 quarterback hits. Probably going to get paid big this offseason, but what I was kind of alluding to, he said today that he's going to take T'Vondre Sweat with him to Dallas in the offseason, said he didn't give him a chance to say no, he's coming with him. That's leadership.
Yeah, well, it's got to happen, too. I mean, that was, if you remember, that's the exact same thing that was said last year, too, and it didn't happen. So they were supposed to train. That's the same topic that was talked about on locker cleanout day a year ago, and then when the off-season workouts began, we found out that did not take place. So yeah, that sounds good. Now it's got to happen. I mean, there's no question Jeffrey Simmons is going to be part of that 1-2 punch. This could be among the make this one of the best defensive lines in the league. But T'Vondre Sweat got to do his part now, and it starts with him going up healthy, ready to go, being more productive, following the Jeffrey Simmons plan to getting better, and we'll see how that goes.
Cedric Gray, another guy we need to talk about. 8 tackles, finished the season with 164. That's the most tackles by a player in a Titans season with the team in Nashville. Finished 4th in the NFL. I know he needs to get better. Obviously, those are the talking. That's a narrative about in terms of pass coverage. But man, that guy can fill a gap.
Yeah, and did he? And did you say? I thought he finished short of that total. I thought he finished short of the Azeez Al-Shaair.
Oh, okay.
Total.
Yeah, you go by the teams I saw on ESPN's box score. So yeah, you're probably right there.
Yeah, and just to give full credit where credit's due. Yeah, he finished a little bit short of Azeez Al-Shaair's total, which is a GSIS track that's taken place since the early 2000s. If you really want to go deep into this debate, then Keith Bullock had 180 tackles, from the coach's tape back in early 2000. So Keith has got the total now. Cedric, if you went by coach's tape, he might have more than Keith. But
I love this. Thank you for this. Yeah, I love nerding out on this stuff.
Yeah, Keith is 180 on the coach's tape, was the highest in the Titans era. Azeez is the highest in the GSIS era, and then Cedric Gray, would have toppled that total if he had not missed a game the prior week, I'm sure.
Regardless, productive season.
Oh, he's great. I mean, and I love Cedric Gray's attitude and his willingness to get better. After year one, the only question about him moving forward to me was just whether he could stay healthy. I thought he was going to be a great player when he came out of college, out of North Carolina. He is a ball hawk and a guy who works his tail off to get better. And I think what's next for him is just being able to anticipate things better. And that comes from playing, that comes from watching tape. And I think he is a guy you can just count on moving forward as being a productive tackler, playmaker in this defense.
I know you really can't comment in terms of coaching search details until the team puts things out, but just based on your experience, how long do these things typically last?
I would think, based on how these are done in the years past, I'm just looking at a couple of years ago. I'm looking at my board from all the interviews that took place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys came in for interviews for the Titans in that first round when Brian Callahan was hired, and then 3 more. I say came in. 11 guys were done. Some of them virtual interviews, and then you had 3 more that got a second interview, and then that's when Brian Callahan was hired, and that took place. His hiring took place the 3rd week in January, and I would think in a perfect world, it's you've got a coach that's hired by the mid-20s on the calendar, but some of it could depend on who's still in the playoffs, how things go during this interview process, who else maybe shakes free, across the league. And so, the Senior Bowl starts the last week in January. You like to have a coach hired by then. So we'll see how things play out there. I do anticipate it being a big number again, 10, 12 in the first round of interviews. How that's dispersed from the team just kind of remains to be seen. It may be a situation where we're not confirming who is being interviewed until that first round is done. So you may see a lot of stuff out there from the Schefters and the Pelicieros and the Rappaports of the world, and then the team's not coming in until they're finished with that first wave. But first wave probably takes a week, 10 days, and then maybe the second wave begins after that, and then somebody blows you out of the water, then maybe you've got a head coach hired. But it's a very fluid situation, and hinges a lot on if anybody else shakes free out there.
It is a quick changing league for sure. Tim Wyatt with us on 3HL. Chicago goes from 5-12 to 11-6 in NFC North champs in year 1 under Ben Johnson. Jacksonville goes from 4-13 to 13-4 AFC South champs in year 1 under Liam Cohen. New England 4-13 to 13-4 under first-year head coach Mike Vrabel. It can be done. You're not necessarily trapped in a slow build necessarily.
Yeah, and hopefully the slow build has been going on the last couple of years because I don't know.
A grind.
Things are gonna start over when you get a new head coach, but I kind of feel like the true rebuilding process, kind of breaking it down to the studs, took place, last off season, maybe going into this year. So maybe this is year 1 of the rebuild. The year 2 is next year with a new head coach and a roster that looks a lot different with money spent in free agency and another draft class in the mix. But yeah, it could be done. It's and I think it starts with picking the right head coach and picking the right players in free agency and the draft. This team has some money to spend.
Yeah.
Got to spend it wisely. You just can't throw money at guys and then hope it works out. You've got to make sure these guys are good fits for you, guys that can stay healthy, guys that are good culture builders, and then you continue to draft well like you did. But I believe in Mike Berganti. Certainly think he is, is very well qualified to lead things moving forward. And so the hope is he gets it right, and this team is being talked about as one of the turnaround teams next year instead of one of the teams picking in the top 5 of the draft again.
Most cap room in the NFL, according to Schefter, who also reported over the weekend, and I'm curious to get your take on the organizational flowchart that I know the Titans released a statement too, but the story that GM Mike Morganti will spearhead the team's head coaching search, control the team's 53-man roster. Chad Brinker will continue to oversee the salary cap, research and development, and analytics. Neither person's title will change, according to this report, but a clear delineation of duties. What can you tell us about this organizational flowchart?
Well, I think it's kind of out there what the owner said. Mike Berganti is going to, be in charge of finding the head coach. Mike Berganzi is going to be in charge of making decisions on this roster. Mike Berganzi is going to be in charge of what happens with his coaching staff, and Chad Brinker obviously is still going to have a very important role. I mean, Chad Brinker was the one who was put in charge of finding this team's GM, and thought he did a great job in picking Mike Berganzi, even though it included maybe some other guys that he liked. So Chad Brinker will continue to be a part of the process, just in a different way. And the fact that he brought Berganzi in here was a big win last offseason. And now Berganzi's got to make him look good and make everybody else look good by continuing to build this team and making it a contender again.
Rookie wide receivers, this from Titans PR. Rookie wide receivers Alec Eilmanner and Chim DK, the third rookie wide receiver duo in NFL history to each record 40 receptions, 400 receiving yards, and 4 receiving touchdowns. Just looking for some silver linings moving forward. Those are two pretty productive players as rookie. Of course, we know Chim DK is going to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, Gunnar Helm would have been part of a pretty special trio if he'd have been able to play. There were some other numbers on the line that had Gunnar Helm in the mix, being able to do things that just haven't been done in the league. And but Gunnar couldn't play because of the toe injury. He was in a walking boot today, and now part of his offseason is going to include getting healthy. But I think you got to feel good when you've got rookies playing, getting experience early on with a rookie quarterback. I still think that identifying, another playmaker or two speed in the draft and free agency, I think that's got to be a big part of the equation. I think what's big this offseason is just building this team around Cam. But I like Chim DK and Alec Eilmanner, just kind of what they're made of, just their ability on the field. And now you just got to go out and find more guys like them and some burners.
Well, you've known me a long time. You know I love stats, and this one has nothing to do with the Titans, but I wanted to throw this at you because it's absolutely unbelievable. The Jets failed to record an interception this season. Since the NFL began recording that stat in 1933, no team had ever done that. That is amazing.
That's shocking considering that Jarvis Brownlee went there, and then I'd heard he was going to be an All-Pro once he got there, so I'm surprised that didn't happen. That is an incredible stat. To me, I actually saw that going into the game and meant to check because I couldn't believe it was a thing. I couldn't believe they went the whole season without having a pick. I actually meant to look to see if they got one, and you answered the question for me. So that is amazing to me. Now, I'm not going to throw too much shade at the Jets because the Titans didn't create nearly enough turnovers themselves either. They had the game against the Broncos right out of the gate, and you thought, oh, man, this team's going to be forcing turnovers left and right. And if you look at the numbers, they were just kind of few and far between. So that's an area the Titans have got to get better at themselves, forcing turnovers, getting picks, making more plays on defense. This is not a calling out the defense because I thought Denard Wilson did a great job with what he was working with, and just to see how many people exited, whether it was via trade, injury, but it was just crazy just how the defense took on a different look as the season went on. But I think moving forward, you got to get better on defense too. You got to turn the ball over more, and but that's Jet stats, incredible.
On the way out, shout out to your Vanderbilt women's and men's basketball teams. The women 15-0, ranked number 7, highest ranking since 2007, and the men 14-0, ranked 11th. And both teams are so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being out there on Wednesday night when Alabama comes rolling into town. This is an exciting Vanderbilt basketball team, and you're right, the women have been unbelievable too. I watched some of that on the plane ride back last night. Looking forward to the Red Panda being out there on Wednesday.
Is that true?
Yeah, she's supposed to be out there.
Talk about spinning plates.
The price of admission herself. So
I love it.
So I'm loving basketball season is here, and could be a lot of fun.
Love it, Jimmy. Hey, thank you for the visit, man. Happy New Year, and we'll talk next week, brother.
Okay, thank you, Brent.
There's Jim Wyatt at Jay Wyatt Sports. He always has things going content-wise for the Tennessee Titans on TennesseeTitans.com. When we come back, you'll hear from Cam Ward a little bit. We've got the 3HL bingo card for you. That's coming up next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. United Structural Systems, they are a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. If you want information, it's right there for you. USSTN.com. USSTN.com. Over 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers. USSTN.com. If you have foundation repair questions or issues, these guys are your guys. Waterproofing, waterproofing issues or questions. Some of the symptoms I can run by you. Standing water in your crawl space, cracks in your basement flooring, hardwood floors cupping. Your house may be trying to tell you something. Putting off a moisture issue in your home is bad for your health and could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. USSTN.com. If you got any of those things going on, certainly reach out. When it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend you don't see the warning signs. Maybe you're afraid of what you're going to hear. Especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair. It could be something big that needs to be fixed. It could be a small problem now that will become bigger, or it could be nothing. Bottom line is you don't know what you don't know, and you certainly don't want to be sold something that you don't need. You need peace of mind, and United Structural Systems is the company to give you that. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. Serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com.
Anybody in your life will love a unique and thoughtful gift that's always in style, always fits, always appreciated. And maybe you're one of those, I'll just get something later and give it to somebody after the holidays. That's fine. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is there for you. You can choose your budget. You can decide whether you want to spend a little or a lot. And then whoever you gift a gift card to a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa to can choose from at least 10 different services, all in the same place, from manicures and pedicures to facials and skincare. They have a hair salon there, massages, sunless tanning, waxing, unique gifts, all of it, all in the same place out in Cool Springs, across from Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue. That's where a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is. You want to get a gift card? They're available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com. Give them a call, 615-224-0770. If you have any questions or special requests, they can always help you out. That's a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brett Doherty with you. Monday Night Titans coming up at the top of the hour, 6 o'clock tonight. Last one?
Final one of the season.
How did you enjoy year one with Titans Radio?
I had a blast. It was fun going to all the different stadiums and stuff. So I've actually been looking at their future schedules and see which stadiums are going to tick off because now all these teams are moving. So I got to make sure I get some of these historic places before these teams decide to bail and go to these new modern stadiums so they can host a Super Bowl.
First world problems. So.
Yep. And I'm okay with it.
Titans road games next year, they will be in Houston, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Dallas, New York for the Giants, Las Vegas, and
Went there
Detroit.
this year. Vegas this year. I am excited to go to Dallas. I've never been to Jerry World. I'm excited to see that.
I've not either, actually.
And Baltimore, I feel like that atmosphere, when they're good.
That town's a dump, though, man.
Yeah.
That's a rough spot.
More the stadium than the city.
They'll fight you in the stadium, too. I don't care how protected you think you are in that booth. They quit selling alcohol at halftime in Baltimore. I'm telling you, that's a different world over there.
That's why I want to see it. Like, I want to experience that. That seems like a terrible but fun time.
I saw a guy get jacked right in the face by a Ravens fan. Titans fan just jacked. He was with his two daughters, and the Titans were about to win in the playoffs. And, I mean, this guy just out of nowhere just jacked him in the face for no reason because he was wearing Titans gear.
We also go to MetLife, and I've heard that place is not the best stadium.
I love New York. Which leads us into the 3HL bingo card. Things that were not on the 3HL bingo card that were written down during the course of today's show. I don't remember when this was or what it refers to, but this was said at some point. He was on his way to not being able to finish. You know the funny thing about Cam Ward's injury? I mean, it's not ha-ha funny. It's like broadcast funny. They literally put on the screen on the television copy, only quarterback in the NFL to play every snap. And then, it might have been the next play.
Remember when I said that?
Was the touchdown.
Remember when I said that 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, and we were like, Seth, do not put that out
I'm
there.
just glad it didn't happen that same week.
Yeah. Funny how those things work. I'm glad that last year is over. It's done. Mike and Old Hickory.
Yes.
We got hyped to take a dump.
That was
Gustavo, Cool Springs.
Gustavo.
It's negative and positive. Slay talking about New York City. And then Slay talking about the Giants. He said they've got sneaky little pieces.
Sneaky little.
I don't think you want to have sneaky pieces.
Then we compared the Cardinals to the kitchen junk drawer.
Yes, we did. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. If you miss any of the shows, you can get them on YouTube. Go follow 104.5 The Zone on YouTube. There's also a 3HL channel. Or you can do the podcast if you'd rather do it that way. Maybe you're preparing for the marathon and you'd rather listen than watch. You can download podcasts where you get your podcasts or go to 1045thezone.com. Cam Ward, of course, with the sprained AC joint in his right shoulder. According to sources right now, reports. According to reports right now, he does not need surgery. That is exactly what he said today. Cam Ward, cut number one, Zeph, on relief on his injury diagnosis and the rehab.
There is relief for myself, for the building, and the training staff. They gonna, get it right. Continue to, walk me through the process, what I need to do to get better, and get back on the field.
What is the prescription? What do you need to do to get better?
Just heal. Talk with the trainers, probably have some rehabbing, and then just continue to try to, get stronger on my shoulder, and then, try to get ready for next year.
So they're thinking you
said how long? There hasn't been a time limit yet, but it's a good thing. It's the offseason. I got a couple months.
So they're thinking you don't need surgery?
I don't know that for sure. That's all in the training room. But if that's the case, we're gonna do what I need to do. But I don't think that's the case right now.
Adam on YouTube said, from someone who has had football shoulder injury, physical therapy without surgery, and surgery with physical therapy, it's common for surgeons to recommend rest and PT first and then reevaluate. That sounds like where they are. Thank you, Adam. That sounds exactly right. Cam Ward, will the injury delay his ability to work on his mechanics this offseason?
Doesn't push it back at all. I'm working on my base, on my mechanics. I'm not changing my throwing motion. So, the timetable for, what I have set to get to mechanically what I need to do is still, on schedule.
What did he take from his rookie season, Cam Ward?
You just got to take every game and approach it a different way. You don't know, who you're lining up against on the other side of the ball. You get a chance to see some freakish athletes out there in the world, and you just got to know how to operate with it, get your guys the ball. And I've learned that throughout the year. They also, staying upright, staying healthy, and then, just trying to, finish to go into next season, the same way we finished this season on offense.
There he is, Cam Ward, Titans quarterback, putting a wrap on the season. Again, he was 3 for 3, 52 yards, 7-0 lead. And then all hell broke loose when Brandon Allen came in. Good Lord. 17 completions for 72 yards. That is an amazing stat line. Monday Night Titans coming up next. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. Hope you had a great holiday season. We're going to roll through 2026 with a lot of energy, hijinks, frivolity, all of those things. Organized chaos. That's 3HL. Appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a good night. God bless. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you're a shout-out to...
FCS Championship fans. Welcome to Nashville. Spend a lot of money. Drink a lot of beer.